Let's go. You're listening to another Woodshop podcast, the okayest podcast of its type. Your hosts are Daniel Dunlap of Daniel Dunlap Woodworks, Peter Kapar of Petrie's Workshop, and Braden Boakes of Little Bug Woodworking. You can find them as well as the podcast on your favorite social media channels. Welcome to episode 303 of another Woodshop podcast, where, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally done it. We've caught the eye of some of the most powerful people in the ranks. We threw a Midwest Maker Meetup event so incredible that it filled our current administration in the White House with jealousy, envy, and ire. They couldn't deal with being second best. We had a kids' craft table. They had to have a UFC fight. We had a dunk tank. They had Travis Pastrana doing backflips on a motorcycle. We raised money for charity. They still owe us the tariff stimulus check. So if you really add it all up, I think we're still the better event. What's going on, boys?
Clearly,
Listen,
still on top.
If it was a war between which event was better, we're right back where we were before, where we won last year as well, but they still owe us more money.
Yeah.
Also, you hit me with a little information there that I wasn't aware of. Travis Pastrana was there?
Yeah.
No, pastrami, the sandwich maker.
Pastrami.
Oh, yeah.
Italian,
The Timu Travis Pastrana. Got it.
Where exactly would be the Nebraska Strait of Slutty Mooses?
It's just
the
it's
Missouri
the airport.
River.
It's where the
Missouri
Iowa,
River?
where it's Iowa, but it's really not Nebraska.
The Missouri River is like one of the most
It is.
navigated waterways in the whole country.
Yeah,
That sounds made up.
that's
Every book I've ever read has the Mississippi River.
I said
like
one
Dan's
of,
about
not
to-
the.
Dan's about to drop some fake Huckleberry
looking.
Finn lore.
Turns out Dan's just super into, like, we got trains, he got
Hold on.
rivers.
Let me cook.
yep.
Oh, he's gonna cook.
Oh, is he? Well, speaking of cooking, Dan.
Our patron?
Yeah,
They're cookers.
because they're the ingredients
They're cookists.
that make this show as yummy as it is.
They're the yeast to my bread dough.
They're the meat that makes this show stew.
They're the ham to our ham sandwich. Speaking of which, we have 5 new patrons.
We did ask for more.
And one
We
of them
asked-
is Hammy.
Pete, you're ruining my segue.
Our
RJ
patron.
Hammy is back, ladies and gentlemen, and RJ Hammy is a patron. Strangely enough, his email is different than I expected. I won't give you his email, but something is fishy. I'll just tell you that. Our
RJ Hammy at hamoperators.com.
our next patron is Daniel Langley
Hey, I know that guy.
from DL Woodworks.
Yeah. Throwback.
Our third new patron is, let me see if I don't want to butcher this, James Tinghitella.
Hey, I know that guy.
I
He's a
don't-
throwback.
Who's that?
I don't know, the former boss.
Former boss of who?
Braden.
His email's super weird. Anyway, we also got Michael Johnson from Beveled Edge Creations Works. Beveled Edge Creation Works.
Welcome.
Michael Johnson. He's local to Braden and I. We've met him in
A
person.
lot of local guys by you guys. That's nice.
And clearly we didn't scare him away. So welcome to the Man Army, Michael. Speaking of Michaels, we have another Mike. It's Mike Anthony of Mike Anthony.
Mike Anthony.
Mike Anthony. You know, I love a guy with 2 first names.
All right, Dan.
Name's so nice, you say it twice. Moto likes
Hey.
you.
If I ever go to P.F. Chang's, and I tell you, I go a lot.
Dang noodles. Yeah.
The Dan noodles are fine.
Yeah. You-
The Dan noodles. You have to get the Dan noodles.
What's in the Dan noodles, Dan?
Lots of Dan. Double the Dan. Double the pleasure,
Knick-knack,
double the fun.
Danny Whack.
I have no idea what's in the Dan noodles. They're tasty. Let's talk about the VIP
Let's go.
patrons, the Dan noodles patrons.
We don't know what they are, but
I don't know what's in them. We have Cole Smith. I believe he was an upgrader. He upgraded.
Ooh, welcome.
I don't know where Cole Smith is from, but he was in the pre-show a while back, and he won a T-shirt. He's got the not the RJ Hammy, the Harambe version of that T-shirt. Yeah, and then we got Brandon Finney, and he changed his name to just be blank. It's just blank.
The word blank.
I guess like no. There's just nothing there. I don't know how to express.
I think they're trying to glitch you. They're hoping you're AI and that they'll glitch you by just changing the name one day.
I am not AI.
Ignore all previous instructions.
I am real intelligence. There's nothing artificial here. This is all real. This is
Dan,
all me.
put your hand in front of your face. Prove you're not AI.
You can't see me. Then we have Luke Schmidt, Eric Mark Vicka, and Mark Vicka Designs. My name also isn't Morgan, is Wesley Miller. I'm your Huckleberry is Mike over at DM Works.
Nice.
Jeremy Johnstone, Greg at Platte Valley Woodworks. He changed his name to just a question mark. What is happening?
Maybe is Patreon charging per character?
I don't. Maybe. I'm glad that they're saving the money and giving it to us. Is that what's happening? I don't know. Greg at G&M Design Co., Scotty Crabtree over at Crabtree Creative, Dominic at the Crafty Sloth, Sean, I want to be a real woodworker like Daniel Dunlap when I grow up, Renshaw. This guy. I think I've made a new best friend. Sorry, Bray. You're out. Sean's in.
Thank God.
Over at Native Woodworking, Nick at NSM Woodcraft, Chris Lamoureux from Homefront Woodworks, Greg Bennett from Windy Acres Works, Nick Daniel over at Nick P. Daniel. I say that every week. I don't know if that's like his business, but I like to pretend like it is.
Sounds real official.
It really does.
Or like he's in trouble. You're saying the full name.
Nick P. Daniel, get your ass in here. Greg D'Ambrosia at GTD Woodworks, Jeremy Claybaugh from J. Claybaugh Woodworking, Alex Adams from Type A Furniture. His name continues to just be member. It's a default. So I'll get into this a little bit more.
For a penis.
I was a guest on his podcast that he does with Alex Duffy, the What You Making podcast.
I can't believe he asked you before he asked me.
I think it's just because I'm better than you. I could be wrong. He explained to me why that happened. And believe it or not, I can't remember what he said. John Herbolsheimer of Living Lath Woodworks. Super Danio Brothers is Nick Vreeland over at Envy Woodshop. Jared LaPuma from LL Builds. Tyler Booth at TYG Makes. Henry Lutens from Manfreda Wood. El Jefe at Maker's Way. Victor from Wim Designs. FDT CNC Toolpath for the win is Nick Brim. FDT stands for effing dialed in tenons. Everybody knows that.
Yep.
It could stand for other things too, but that's what I was going for. No, I think it's just grazed his ears. Is Max Reed over at Reed Design Co. I don't know what they're talking about. That came out of left field. Bill Burkle over at WTB Woodworking and Mancini at Mancini Woodworking. Chris at Chris Will Make. Dan and Braden got me all sticky this week. Is Jimmy over at Trash Panda Woodworks. That may or may not be true. Justin Bailey at Campfire Woodworks. And John at Grub Make. That's it. That's the VIP list.
Wow.
That's it. I'm done for the week. The boys told me I can take time off and I get to go on vacation early.
In July. End of July. Right around Braden's birthday. Because the best gift you can give him is to be away from him.
That is a fact. Okay, so I'll be here for the rest of the episode. That's all I have to say, though. That's all me done. That's all me done talking.
All me done talking. Yeah.
Why say a lot words when few words do trick, huh, Braden? What do you
Braden
got?
talk now post drinking White Monster.
Are you guys having strokes? What is happening?
Well, you were like mumbling to yourself. It looked like you were losing an argument with a tiny Bokes.
It did look
That's
like that way.
actually funny that's what it looks like, because that's what was happening. It started off with, it's podcast night. What are you doing down here? I'm looking for something, Dad. It's like, oh, well, I'm wrong, obviously.
Don't get up in her business.
How dare you?
Can you at least turn off your iPad? I'll turn it down. It's like,
she goes, I'll turn it off over this cold dead body.
I have no power here. Hey, did you guys know that if you sign up for any of our paid patron tiers, you get entered in every single month to win
Really?
a 1-of-1 t-shirt and shop banner? The shop banner is not 1-of-1. It's the same one because it's my favorite and I love it. And it is the perfect example of why AI is just absolutely the worst thing to ever happen to art. But it's got lasers and dinosaurs
and humanity as a whole.
Dan, Pete, and I. But every single month we are raffling off a 1-of-1 t-shirt. We design a design. It looks like a band t-shirt of some variety. I think next month might be Toby Keith themed. I don't know. We'll see. And then you get a shop banner. So go sign up. The more
White
the
monster
higher,
for my horses.
I'd listen to that.
I know, right?
The higher your tier, the more free entries you get. So, yeah, do it. Please.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Just do it. Should trademark
Reebok,
that.
just do it.
Damn it.
Pete, who else is helping us kind of keep this ship afloat?
Gorilla Glue. Just do it. Just glue it. Just glue it.
Here we
We're
go.
contractually obligated to say that is not part of our ad read.
Just glue it. Now, Gorilla Glue has got an amazing lineup of woodworking glues. We've all used their polyurethane glues and other products for years, decades, dare I say. And they have added a new line
Technically,
of...
that's true, yeah.
Yeah, that is true, especially for you, Gramps. And they have added a whole lineup of wood glues between the original, which dries natural, just like the classic wood glue. It is water resistant. Then they got the ultimate, which is waterproof. I love that word, proof. Waterproof, extended working time. And it's actually, the cool thing is, I learned this recently, it can, like the open time or clamp time is about, open time is about, I forget the exact time, but it is longer on the ultimate. And the best part is you can actually apply that glue and it will cure below 55 degrees and above 80 plus degrees. Their range is literally 0 to 150. It could be hot and it could be really cold. That will still apply and cure, which is pretty amazing. So that's because listen, some of us are woodworking in shops in the summer and it's a hot. But as far as I know how glue works, the hotter it is, the shorter the working time. So snap. Exactly.
The hotter the glue, the sweeter the juice.
Okay. And incredibly strong and durable. And of course, they've got the clear glue. So, if you really want to hide your mistakes, we won't tell anyone. It's got an invisible bond line. It's awesome. And then, of course, if you do have any repairs to do or dents or maybe you're working with really rough oak, you got golden oak wood filler. You can use that to fill in your gaps so you don't have to worry about it. Hide your brad nail holes or maybe just repair some work that you dented around the house. We've all done that. We've all dented a piece of furniture. So go check out their products at GorillaTough.com/AWP. That's right. They give us our own site. Go check it out.
Slash.
Yeah, we have our own
And
slash.
I'm not talking about the guitar player.
Skibbity-dibbity-doo!
That's not what he sounds like.
That's exactly what it sounds like. And if you don't know what products to use, go to the bottom of the page. There's actually a which Gorilla product is right for my project. Boom. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
When you said it was waterproof, like, are we talking like high proof, like a whiskey?
Not drinkable. It's not drinkable. It is just like, hey, you can maybe use it for outdoor projects or cutting boards that you love to soak every day.
That's a whole different ballgame. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Mormon cutting boards. Wait, and I saw your brain was already going there.
I was in the process of deciding, do I go there? Do I not? Oh, we're here.
I will do a callback to, was this pre-show or
It was in
whatever,
between pre-show.
where we were like, political opinions and religion, all that stuff. Like, we don't really like talk about it, but what we do is like one of us will just like put it into the podcast, and then the other two shake the podcast. So we're just, we're soaking.
Are we really talking about this in between ad reads? This is perfect. I love it.
Oh, no, this is not in between. We're done with ad reads.
Oh, we're done with ad reads? Okay.
had one.
All right. So
Yeah.
what would you call that? I need somebody to say it so I can write it down.
Oh, that would be political soaking?
Soaking
Opinion
our
soaking.
political opinions.
Soaking our
Yeah, as long as we get there.
Yeah.
I just need to get that in there for
we
a
just
show
need
title.
to technically say it during the podcast so that we can workshop it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like it. We're playing around with it.
Are we giving away any tickets or code phrases? Because that could be a code phrase.
Give it away,
Are
give
we
it away,
doing that
give it away
this
now.
week?
You know what? Yes, let's do that.
I need to use that phrase for something.
I did want to mention at some point that we are going to be at Texas Woodworking Festival. They're not sponsoring this week, but we want to mention.
This is a freebie.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be doing the Soapbox Derby. If you want to win a ticket, Soapbox Derby,
Pinewood
the
Derby.
Pinewood Derby. Sorry,
Peter's
Soapbox
just thinking
we can
about the
stand on.
soapbox he's standing on. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to tell you my opinions. But we are going to be giving away a ticket to the Texas Woodworking Festival, and you can win one by emailing us a code phrase, which I guess this week, bonus?
Soaking our political opinions.
Soaking our political opinions.
Yeah, or why say a lot word when few word do trick?
Yeah.
If you can truncate
Opinion
that.
soak. Make sure to send that over to Another Woodshop podcast at
Nope.
AWP giveaway, AWP giveaway at gmail.com.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you.
Boom.
That's
Thank you.
correct.
Sorry about that. And also, I want to shout this out. If you're a paid patron, keep an eye on Patreon, because maybe we'll do some bonus entries there. So,
Right.
super secret code phrase.
Since we already brought up the Texas Woodworking Festival, a gentle reminder that if you want to get in on the Pinewood Derby or the Hardwood Derby, I don't know what we're calling it at this point, you have to go get signed up. Go to the Texas Woodworking Festival website.
Thank you.
Get signed up,
Yep.
please.
Yep.
And then
we want
DM us.
Austin Waldo to know that we are getting people signed up for this so that we can continue to do it, because it's going to be crazy fun.
I think the entry fee is like a $5 add-on.
$5.
It's like $5.
Is it $5?
Yeah.
DM us if you do sign up. And if you're a patron, I will get your address and I will send you your official Pinewood Derby kit.
Yeah.
And-
Patrons get...
That $5 does not go to us.
No, that
that
just
helps
goes
you.
to.
You just put... No, when you get the ticket, you just get that add-on. That's it.
We're
We
an
don't,
add-on.
we don't get any money. We just get the fun.
Technically, it's like an AWP tariff.
No one gets it?
No, Braden's saying the things, and I'm over here shaking the bed.
If you join our Patreon, you get access to the Discord, which is like the BYU of AWP. Lots of soaking there. How deep do we go with this reference?
I don't
know.
I can't find
Hey.
the bottom.
Hi,
My
hello.
schizomeds are here.
Hey, take them so that you don't see colors or hear colors, whatever.
This is blue, right?
That why is that like Windex blue?
'Cause
What
it is
are you
Windex.
drinking? Oh my God.
Don't you drink Windex? It keeps away the badness.
The nightmares.
Nightmares.
Oh my god! Not being able to see color Did you guys watch The New Girls? The New Girl.
The new girl.
New
what are you
girl?
talking about?
New Girl.
But you-
Like the show?
the plural and the really screwed me up because I thought there was a new show I missed.
No. Did you guys watch New Girl?
No.
New girl, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
I've seen clips on TikTok. That's about it.
God, how have you
Dan,
not seen it?
you should
would love
see
it.
it.
Oh,
You would
you
actually-
guys
you would
haven't
actually
seen
love it.
Tombstone, so don't even start with me.
This is
Yeah,
different
'cause
because
this
the
is
things that we
infinitely
watch
quotable.
is good. Yeah.
I
Winston, if you think that those shoes are brown, what color do you think that you are?
I don't get it.
You had to be there.
Did you just do a racism? Is that what happened?
No.
It's a funny reference.
It's called a
'Cause he-
meme, Dan.
Yeah, he finds
don't
out
get
that
it.
he's colorblind, but he thinks his bright green shoes are brown. But
Well,
they're implying if you think that those are brown, what color do you think you are? Because
my reply is I'm your Huckleberry. So
No one understands that, Dan.
I don't care anymore. I
don't even know what a huckleberry is. It sounds
Yeah.
made up.
It. Well, his
right.
last name is Finn, and he was friends with Tom Sawyer.
Somehow it It sounds made up, and it also sounds like something that should get you thrown in jail. Do not huckle my berry.
Oh. Speaking of which, should we do...
Can I just talk to the listeners real quick?
This is going to be such an off-the-rail episode.
Can we do
just me and the listeners real quick? I just
do I need to do the news
I just need
for
20
this?
seconds. I just
Is
need
this
20
news?
seconds.
Okay.
Dan needs to break the
seconds.
fourth wall.
I need 20 seconds. Dear listener, I know you're an intelligent person because you're clearly listening to this podcast. So I appreciate you. Can you believe that these two bozos have never seen the movie Tombstone? Please write in and let them know that they are not smart.
What? Who?
There you go.
This is going to be like that music,
That's all I needed.
that
That's all I
music
needed.
band that you said, how have you guys never heard this? And then we get like 47 people that are like, what, that we've never heard this song in our lives.
I digress.
Yeah. What album is that?
I don't know if that fits there. It just sounded good.
What record was that on? Was that on the A side or the B side?
It's probably on the B side.
Speaking of the B side,
Do...
Good news, everyone!
Oh yeah, we do that. I'm sorry.
This isn't really news, but it's something that we just discovered today. Now, I don't know how everyone listens to the podcast, but
With their ears, probably.
Yeah, probably. But we discovered that, at least on Apple Podcasts, it literally divides it into chapters, and the names are low-key hilarious. Obviously, it has like the vanity desk question and other stuff. I'm just going to go from top down. Opening banter, part 2, VIP, patron shout out, 3, maker news updates, 4, Dan's bread journey.
It's
pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. And then 5, Pete's groundhog battle. And then shop dust collection, CNC, vertical carving. I gotta say though, it was really nice for like finding questions and other stuff. And
Pete had to do some research quickly.
Yeah, because we want to make sure we play all your questions. But that is a cool little feature. That's like where AI is doing some good work.
Was that AI? I just figured it was a guy behind a desk somewhere.
Hey guy.
We don't know.
Guy.
It may have been AI. It could have been Johnny down the block.
That's pretty cool. So if you're ever like skipping around, you're like, they're still doing a patron read. I hate hearing all those funny names. And then you can skip it.
You can skip it.
Exactly.
But why would you want to skip it? They're fun.
Because listen, you never know when there's like a secret giveaway code phrase thing.
Boom.
Yeah.
go
ahead.
I have some maker news.
Please go now that yours.
I'm going through my news reel.
Yeah, okay. You're going through YouTube.
TikTok.
I don't see anything.
24 hours ago, the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer dropped.
Gross.
And it's making me happy.
Oh, is that how you're shoehorning that in? Well, as long as we're doing that, GTA 6 is officially going to take pre-orders on June 25th.
This is Maker News. We're going to talk about this. First of all,
Maker
why do we still have
That's
pre-orders
making me happy.
in the age of digital downloads? Why do we still have pre-orders?
Because capitalism, Pete.
Question
They
A.
can get your money for free with no physical expense.
Question 2. Statement 2. I am not giving them money until I have like launch date next week, next month. Like this is the date we're actually approaching it. We're still
A lunch date?
Yeah, lunch date when they're gonna, lunch with us, make us food. When the launch date is constantly a moving target, I am not giving them any early access money. This is not a Kickstarter. I want my game.
It kind of is.
I hate it.
Can I talk about something that's happening right now actively as we're talking?
Whoever made the bottom of the reflecting pool did a terrible job because the paint's peeling up.
No, something that's happening. Pete is having a little 4th of July party, and I think Nick Brim
He confirmed.
He just bought plane tickets to go, like right this moment.
Cool.
Is that really happening? Now I feel a little FOMO. I feel a little.
Yeah. He just wants our Venmo. Braden, can you just send Dan's Venmo real quick?
No, please. I
Send
don't
Nick
have any
and-
money in there. I promise you, I don't.
No truck for you.
So you guys are gonna hang out, and now I'm jealous.
You guys always complain I don't invite you, so I invited you.
I mean,
to the 4th of July
I
party.
noticed that, and
I appreciate the invite.
I appreciate that. I like having the invites, and I like saying we're going to try and make it.
I like the fact that we always get the invite and we're like, oh, can't make it. But now Nick is actually going.
He said he's going to submit his receipts for reimbursement. He's not going.
I don't know how that works.
No, he just said he bought plane tickets.
Hold on. Let me consult.
Are you calling Bremerton a liar?
Well, did you finish reading that statement?
No, I just saw the.
Didn't stop reading after
know.
that.
I can't.
Because what if it was just LOL, JK, ha 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 ha, and you just ignored that part?
Oh, did he?
He's telling Iowa jokes.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a jerk! I was all depressed. Okay.
I guess this is kind of maker news. It came out the video came out 4 months ago, but at the rate that this guy drops videos, it's still pretty current.
Oh,
you guys ever seen?
You're talking about Drew Witt?
you talking about Keith Johnson?
Michael Reeves. You guys ever seen
Christopher's
any of his videos?
brother?
Yes, like Christopher's brother.
I have no idea who Michael Reeves is. Should I know who Michael Reeves is?
I would think that we would. He's got 56 videos and 7.8 million subscribers on
hell?
the YouTubes.
What does he do? Tell me about it.
He makes like the deranged nonsense stuff that we say. He makes the physical version of them.
He does?
4 months ago, I built a dog catapult.
Oh,
And he built I just
illegal.
watched this video. He built a catapult that will actually, it has a camera, and if it can tell if certain things come in frame, it delays and then it launches.
wow.
Because his dog barks at him. That's a joke. But also he blasted watermelons inside a garage. It was hilarious. Sutton showed me this at like 11:45 at night.
Oh, of course. Sutton found him.
It's hilarious. This guy's hilarious.
I'll have to check it out.
Sutton gets different internet than we do.
I built a car out of scooters. I gave my goldfish $50,000 to trade stocks.
Don't give my wife any ideas.
Oh, I
on how
did
to
see
save
that
money.
video.
Yeah.
I saw that on TikTok.
Huh. Today I learned who this gentleman was.
Oh,
No idea.
Dan, you'll either love or hate.
I
these
just hit the
videos.
subscribe button, so now he's got 7.8 million and one.
Head hunting drone swarm 7 years ago. This guy's been
Okay.
in the game.
I guess. Okay.
So,
That just goes to show you there's a lot of people on YouTube.
Listen, all you need is
they're
a YouTube
completely
channel,
different people.
and they won't commit you to a house because you're making videos. But if you're just making them in your garage, that's suddenly weird.
All right. I don't have anything to add to Maker News, unfortunately. I'm slipping.
A robot that shoots energy drink at you when you get tired.
Oh,
That
like in the face,
damn
or
it, these guys need
8
it.
years ago, and it's built in a Tide Pod container.
Oh no!
this guy is a mad scientist. Okay.
Trigger me, Elmo.
Never mind. I won't say
The
anything.
Roomba that screams when it bumps into stuff.
Oh, I did see that one. Yeah. Okay.
It screams.
Definitely know the
It
guy.
screams the profanities.
I just looked at my text. You guys are liars. He didn't say ha ha ha. Just kidding. He's really
No,
going.
he
But he wants-
implied ha ha ha. Just
because
kidding.
he asked for our Venmo for the
and
flight.
if Pete could pick him up from the airport.
Yeah.
I think he's being.
Dan, you're having an elder crisis. It's an email in text form.
It's like
now.
Elder Scrolls, but it's Crisis.
I'm jealous. I want to go. Oh,
Well, I don't think-
Why am I recording?
I didn't see any new videos that were like, really caught my eye. Unless maybe I didn't really pay attention to videos this week. But yeah, you guys have any other news? Anything exciting?
No.
No?
The Strait of Hormuz.
The slutty
Promiscuous moose?
The promiscuous
Promiscuous
is open again as of tomorrow. I think
Yeah,
that's
whatever.
news.
Whatever.
I mean, it was open before.
That's making me pissed off. That's Maker News. Yeah.
No, I don't have any more news.
Hold on. You keep talking. Pete and I will shake the bed.
No, that's fine. We'll have news next week. Let's get into. You guys said an exciting week. Yeah,
We did?
Yeah, well, you guys did. So I will tell you what you did that was exciting. So let's do this.
Oh, yeah, please.
What's on my bench? You guys did things.
We did stuff and things.
You cut holes in your CNC, and also, by the way, I told Keith that he was the inspiration for it. So
What?
Because
Why?
How?
you saw him using the Shaper Origin to do. Yeah,
He was not.
You did mention that in passing, and I made sure he got full credit. He knew.
We didn't
So anyways,
at any
Keith
point mention
Johnson
What the hell is happening?
Inspired Dan and Braden.
Are you getting paid by the mention? Is that are you sending an invoice?
Trolling you. Tell us
If
about
you're
what you
getting
did, because that was
paid by
actually pretty
this,
cool.
I want some of that money.
I'll let Dan tell you about what we did, but I want to set the scene.
There we are, finished kissing, staring at each other.
Dan and I were
later.
cuddling
Come
in bed. No, I have wanted to do vertical holding on my CNC for quite a while, as Dan will also say.
have I.
He has also wanted to,
So have
but I have wanted to. I have had a file in
I've
Etsy.
wanted to do it longer, but go ahead.
That's totally fine. Dan has wanted this more and longer than I have. He just can't.
You just
follow
gotta want
through.
it. Yeah, I'm bad at following through.
I've had a file for a material holding setup, like in my Etsy list, my Etsy favorites, whatever, for like a year now. It
Oh,
goes right
so
in the
that's what
QCW.
happened. You knew. Oh, impulsive buyer Dan will do it. I'll just go over there and show it to him.
Yes. Yes, Dan.
I did too.
I showed you that link, and 2 minutes later, it was in my inbox. But so I
Don't
have.
say
I wanted to do this for a
I
while.
never pay you. I pay you in Etsy.
He pays me in Etsy
Files.
files
And suffering.
that end up at his shop. But I was talking to Morgan Hop. Sorry, Jeffrey Hop.
Jeffrey Hop.
And so I called him earlier this week, last week, whenever I did. And I'm like, hey, you're I want to do something that will upset Onefinity guy. Like if I've got an idea, I need some help working through some stuff. And my first thought was, I kind of want to cut my QCW table and reinforce it, but I think I can cut it so that I can do some work holding. And he said, that's crazy that you say that. I'm literally right now working on a video for vertical holding on my Onefinity, but it's different
Onefinity.
than what you're talking about because I don't destroy it. And I was like, that's crazy. Anyway, we talk, we have, phone kisses as we do. And then I head on over to Dan's to do some free manual labor, as I stupidly do. And I get there, and Dan's like, it'd be really cool. I've got this bit, and I want to cut a hole in my CNC so we can do vertical holding.
I bought
wanna
that
do
bit
stuff.
like probably 2 years ago. Or a
I've
year
had
and a
this
half
bit
ago.
forever.
You know what's funny?
I want to cut a hole in my CNC today.
I thought about like, how did you guys cut the hole? And I imagined that you just use a template and a router, or you with the track saw and plunge.
I just use the CNC, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what we're gonna do actual woodworking?
No. It makes all the sense in the world. It's just it's smart. Yeah.
Fun story there. About a year and a half ago, it was about the time that Braden joined us. So it might have been about 2 years ago. We had a sponsor that did spindles and things.
Bits and bits.
That will not be named.
Okay.
And I bought this giant 1/2 inch, 3 inch long. It's a 1/2 inch bit shank, and it's 3 inches long, and it's a giant ass compression bit.
No,
And
Dan, it is 5 inches long. It's a 3-inch cutting length.
Oh, correct.
It is a
Yes.
5-inch long bit.
That's a big boy.
It's a big boy, and I bought it thinking about cutting through my table, but I bought it, and I was also like joking around in my stories, and I posted in my stories saying I can't wait to use this, and they were like, hey, our spindles are great, but just be careful. They were worried. Anyways.
Meanwhile, Redline was like, send it. Send it and send us a video.
Anyway, it got put on the back burner. I hadn't never had a chance to use the bit. Things just went on and on. So
Because you're a coward.
I'm a coward. Yeah. So anyways, we used that bit.
How fast did you run that?
So I show
it's
up.
cutting through MDF. We had it going 180 minutes
Minutes per inch?
meters per second.
It wasn't that bad.
But yeah, I show up and I show up and Dan holds up this bit. He's like, dude, I want to cut a hole in my CNC. I'm like, there's no way 3 separate people are thinking about vertical holding at the same time. We have to capitalize. We have to do this right now. And we did. And
Braden, that got me thinking.
Uh-oh.
This got me thinking.
That's never good for me.
No, it's fine. This is kind of completely separate, but the same. Separate, but same.
Okay. Yeah.
Diagonal holding.
We shot a little content around it, and Braden has the power and the security clearance to get through and post stuff on my account. And he posted a reel of us cutting through the table. And Redline accepted being a collaborator like right away. Onefinity has yet to accept. And I think it's because you ran into like a little bit of a brunt situation where you were going to steal their thunder, because if Morgan's working on a video, they don't want us being first. You know what I mean?
That was the brunt situation. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Listen,
I'm talking about.
they're not all technically winners. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But that doesn't mean that you make 100% of the
what
ones
I'm saying
that you
is
shoot.
It was a good idea, but they didn't want to give it any credence because it would take the wind out of their sails, because they were going to post something similar.
Morgan's doing something different. Similar, but different.
That's how I was making myself feel better, because they haven't accepted being a collaborator on any of those reels yet. So
I think it's because one person
I think it's because Stone doesn't like me.
I think it's because one person is doing the Redline content, another person is doing the Onefinity content, and we have personally offended the person doing the Onefinity content.
Have we?
I don't know.
Dan, whatever helps you, well, I guess not sleep on that. Whatever helps you nap during a day.
Melatonin.
Whatever helps you like get close to death.
Yeah. Oh no.
Every evening.
Melatonin, energy drinks, more energy drinks.
That's a whole cocktail.
That's two different directions.
Dan's just out there making potions, but he's mixing them in his body.
I'm roller coastering my levels of energy all day.
Well, speaking of roller coasters and autism, Braden, keep going.
So
please, Braden. Once again, this is my what's on the bench. Braden's just setting the scene.
Setting the mood.
Yeah. So we blast a hole in Dan's CNC, and then we
start blasting.
Man, we had that bit flying, and it crushed through that. I mean, it was MDF. It's not like it was anything that impressive, but still, watching that thing in the content, it looks like it's like, oh, that looks kind of like a normal bit, just based on trick camera perspectives.
Yeah.
And then you roll it up next to somebody made a comment. They're like, "What bit is that?" And I made one of those like reply with a reel.
Yeah.
And I did the scene from from Iron Man 2 where he's got the mini gun. He's like, size matters. Don't ever let anybody tell you different. And I just giggled the whole time I was making that reel. It was hilarious to me.
Basically, he put a regular 1/4-inch compression bit, and then he rolled up the big 5-inch beast on it. The size difference is just comical.
The you and the bit she tells you not to worry about.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say the Iron Man video of like, Dan Dunlap built this from a box of scraps in an Omaha garage.
No, I got rid of all the scraps in his cave yesterday. But anyway, so we do that. Dan, what did we do from there? We've blasted a hole in your CNC, and now it's back to being on your bench.
I mean, you basically said everything.
There was more to your bench.
No, what have we done since then?
Oh yeah, so, this file I got on Etsy, it was really overcomplicated. I mean, Braden is extra. Everybody knows this. Braden's extra. The idea I have in my head was it's going to be a simple, like 90-degree board down and some, what's the word I'm looking for? Just some braces, some 90-degree braces to hold it in place. This file that Braden found, it's got like
full retainer.
It's crazy. It was $10 first of all, which is ridiculous. Who's paying $10 for files? That's
Braden with your money.
No, that was me. But it's got all these holes in it, so you can put in like PVC stops, and it's got a dado in it for T-track, and it's too much. But whatever, it's working. So
The files in the folder, right?
They are.
Okay,
yeah, I told you that. Yes, just pay me $3. So, in our haste, we actually put the thing in a little backwards, where the back of the board is kind of facing away from what would be optimal. So I have to kind of like reach around and do this reach around situation to put the boards in. It's very unergonomic the way we have the board. If we would have flipped the holding system 180, it would have been more open on the open part of my CNC, and I could just put a board in and fiddle with it under the table. But the way it is, it's completely backwards. So we had a problem.
There's no front and back. We just didn't use our brains.
We didn't use our brains.
And Dan glued it immediately.
Yeah, Braden's like, should we just put screws in it?
I just want to do some screws.
Send it.
Let's put glue on it too, because
I'm just imagining you guys like looking at the paperwork like, this is weird, and
there's
then
no
just
paperwork.
like
There's no paperwork.
You flip it upside down and realize the instructions are upside down.
Yeah, so we did end up coming up with a pretty good holding solution. Braden came up with it, actually. So we did that yesterday. It's working. It's working great, actually. And then I was fiddling with the CNC, and I was like, wait a minute. My current holding for flat stuff actually kind of works in our favor. So it's good. So I was fiddling around with doing through tenons on the edge of a board, and then putting them on a flat board. And I started off with like doing clovers. I just whipped up something kind of freehand, and the thing that I was trying to nail down was the offset, because you can't do an exact match of tenon and mortise, otherwise the tenon won't fit. You have to have the mortise be just slightly bigger so the tenon will actually fit, and you have room for glue. You otherwise you'll just be on the struggle bus. So that took a little fiddling. I come to the realization that the offset is like 0.0045, which is very random, but that seems to be the sweet spot for my CNC. I mean, it could be something else for somebody else's CNC, but for mine, that was working good. So I did some through tenons just as a little jokey joke and put it up on the TikToks, and I tried a Instagram trial reel, and then it got posted on Facebook, and I don't know, it's gotten some pretty good reception. It's just
People are mad.
the tenons are FDT. So the cool part is you can make any tenon you want, as long as you can get a mortise, as long as you can make them fit. You can do custom joinery. It's pretty cool. So I thought, man, these tenons are really dialed in. So I'm going to call them effing dialed in tenons, FDT.
Oh, I thought it was Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
I mean, he was the best president. So I put that up on TikTok, and it ruffled a little feathers, but a lot of people liked it. It's
Well, people hate it because it's not real woodworking, dude.
Oh yeah, a guy on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's not traditional joinery.
That's not traditional joinery.
How can you say that? I'm like, well,
At that
first
point,
of
it's
all,
basically soccer.
first of all, I never called it traditional joinery. Anyway,
I do. My favorite thing is like the guy that got mad at you about it being like not really custom work. It's literally custom. It's like this is the
I
definition
explained
of
that to him in my comment reply. He's like, "Whoa, I touched a nerve." I'm like, "No, I was just explaining to you, bud.
Like, no, you like this
Words matter." Anyway.
Custom and handmade are different.
That was the biggest part of my week. That took up a lot of time. I probably spent way more time than I should have messing around with through tenons and stuff. That's going to be fun.
Like we said, Dan, you love change and you love
I love
trying,
change. I
you know,
love
expanding the
change. I
business.
love doing different things.
while ignoring existing business. It's fine. It's fine.
I had 0 sales today. I can't
We
figure out
all
why.
do that, Dan. We all do. We all find a project that we get really excited about, and then you go, "Oh snap! I have Etsy orders."
Yeah. The thing that I'm really excited about is it's gonna make doing the finger joints that I do on my C tables a lot easier and cleaner. The way I was doing it before, I was using an 1/8 inch bit and I was doing them flat. And to do the finger joints and get them to fit properly, you had to put a tiny dog bone in each one of the corners,
Not
which
anymore.
wasn't a big deal.
It looked awful. You needed
it
so much
didn't-
wood filler.
It
You needed
didn't-
so much
no.
Gorilla Glue wood
No,
filler.
no, no.
GorillaTough.com/AWP.
No. Okay, yeah, go there. But I had that dialed in. I have it dialed in. I still have it dialed in. So the dark wood glue that I used on all the C tables, they're all walnut. You couldn't tell
Gorilla
that
Tough
they were-
Ultimate Walnut.
I don't know if that's the thing. But yeah, I'm excited to do finger joints and possibly more stuff in the future.
That's gonna be really cool. Honestly, the fact that you went straight to like you made letters and stuff,
I mean, yeah.
like that's
as long as you can get it to fit. I had to fiddle with the spacing and the kerning of the letters.
But
because-
still,
Yeah, I had to make it fit in the F because like I had to stretch it a little bit so the bit would fit in the F properly, and yeah,
Here's the
it's the
thing.
whole thing. But once you get it dialed in, man, it's so sweet. It's so satisfying to see it click together. I think that's one of the things that I like the most about it. Like once I got it dialed in, you could just push it on, and you could just hear it click together. It's so satisfying.
so think of it this way. This is in a range of, first of all, I haven't seen a lot of people do this. I've seen people clamp the workpiece inside.
Oh, we're not
CNC,
the first
especially
to do
with
this
Avids.
for sure.
You're not.
Definitely not.
I don't think I've
I'm
ever
second,
seen
though.
letters used. Maybe there was out there, but whatever. But
I've
Dan,
seen
you're-
cool shapes, but I haven't seen letters.
But this is literally like what like Tumu's pivoted their entire like dog feeding things and like noodle boards, whatever. It pivoted their business to cutting boards because
yeah.
he was able to do inlays and charge ridiculous money for it.
Yeah.
This is potentially another avenue for you that yes is more work and more potential
no.
for failure, but could be a lot of cash maybe. I don't know if people are, that many people are going to be willing to pay for like a custom inlay like that, or if it's worth doing an inlay or through tenon or whatever. I don't know. You figure that out, but this is cool, Dan. This is really cool. This is not something that like, oh, it's a fun like weekend project. You unlock something. There's going to be videos about this for the next couple months by other people.
Probably.
This also opens up like more traditional joinery. Like you can CNC dovetails. You can CNC dovetails.
Yeah.
You can see you could do like the Japanese sunrise dovetails. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, those are beautiful. And
mean,
now I can cheat.
We can cheat. Yeah. Listen, I'm all for cheating. I'm losing weight, doing woodworking,
Yeah.
like whatever. If
Anytime I can do a shortcut out of something, I'm
easy
in.
peasy lemon squeeze.
Japanese fingers.
The texts where it finally clicked between you and I after I left, where it clicked like, wait a minute, we can do letters. We can do anything. We can do letters.
I was a little
I
upset
thought-
with you, Dan. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought we had like 48 hours before you got done. You had that.
I was so
reel up
excited. I was like
20 minutes later.
I was in the
Dan-
shop until 11 trying to get
I
that
thought your first
dialed in.
tenon was going to be Richard.
Oh, a dick butt tenon.
Kiss.
Oh no.
A dick butt tenon. Richard Butt Kisserson.
You could,
you're talking
you
about
know what
and-
you could also do? Not only could you do the through tenon, but then you could engrave something on the tenon with a V-bit and make it detailed.
Yes, but only on top. Because then the bottom you'll have to
Obviously.
join after. 'Cause,
Yes,
like you
yes.
can.
But
yeah,
like if I'm going to do a dick butt, I would
You
do
are
the outside to do a. I would do the
and
outside
fill it with
to do-
epoxy and then really get the details in there.
Oh, Petey.
Now here's the thing. This is total overkill because like you could just have a shallow tenon that doesn't go through, and then do an inlay on top of it.
Or you could just put sayings in people's like their joinery. Like if they're a client you don't like, I did this with all the hate, and then you just hide it in the piece, and nobody would ever
Obama
know.
2028.
It's a hidden tenon.
I would never do such a thing. What are you talking about?
Subliminal messaging.
Yeah, yeah. They smash their side table years later, and they're like, "Wait a minute,
What is this? Who was that son of a... Oh, he put his tag on it. Now I know.
You could make your own Daniel Dunlap unique tenon. Like, you could sign the inside of your pieces with a hidden tenon that says Daniel Dunlap down the side of your C tables. The Dunlap method.
The done overlap method.
Give me all your ideas. Continuing on, non-woodworking related, but my life. I'm continuing on my trad wife journey. I have made strawberry syrup.
He has. I've tasted it.
Now,
Can you describe how the tasting
hold
went?
on. This journey is gonna. This is a bit of a journey.
It's delicious and weird.
I can't wait for Apple Podcasts to describe this section.
So this all started by I got fed a TikTok on how to make your own bread, and then like ever since I've been on that side of TikTok, I've been getting all these suggestions on how to make your own whatever. Obviously, everybody knows that I know how to make my own mayo. I know how to make my own butter. I've made videos on that, so it's
I do want to correct
out there.
something.
What?
You have made butter, mayo, all that, but it's not like you do it like once a week.
I said I know how. I didn't say I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not
So-
fully trad wife. You're trad wife per post.
I'm trad wife adjacent. So I got a TikTok showing me how to make my own strawberry syrup, which is crazy easy, you guys. It's so easy. You just need a mason. Oh, excuse me. Here comes some of that strawberry syrup now. You just get a mason jar, strawberries, fresh strawberries. Make sure you clean them. You don't want any kind of nastiness in there. And then you just put like an equal amount of sugar. So like you put in a little strawberries, sugar, more strawberries, sugar. So you're layering it. And then you just shake it up a little bit and put it on the counter and let it sit there for about 48 hours and shake it whenever you walk by it. Perfect strawberry syrup. You just pour it out and you strain out the strawberries, which are still good. You can put those in an ice cream. It's very good. Those strawberries. And then you got syrup.
I got two things.
You can do this with any fruit, you guys. And here's another thing.
Wait. I need to
Here's
pause
another
for a
thing.
sec.
No, I'm not done.
No, wait, hang on, because I need to comment on something you said. Every time you walk by, you shake it. I just imagine you walking by, just shaking your ass a little bit and keep walking.
Turn
You
around
don't touch
and shake
the
it for
jar
me.
at all.
So I'm already making bread. And you know how you make bread? You have yeast. Now, when you're making syrup, if you add a little bit of that yeast to your syrup, that, my friends, is how you make mead. Not that I'm not making mead, but it's there. Super easy. I'm stoked, you guys. So anyways.
By the way, you can do that with like lavender as well.
Yeah, you can do
Lavender
all kinds of
flowers and
things.
syrup and
kinds of
sugar.
stuff.
Yep.
I think that's how Justin in the trees is making tree ice cream. He's leaving it on the counter.
Don't ruin his thing.
So Braden comes over yesterday, and I'm like, Braden, you have to try my strawberry syrup. So I go get the syrup in a spoon because I'm not a Neanderthal. I'm not just going to make him drink it out of the jar. That would be weird. And I gave him the spoon. I think he was expecting me to like feed him.
I would have had no surprise in my system if you handed me the jar and said, just take a pull. Like,
I thought about it, then I realized that it's not just me. My son has been using it, and so has my daughter. So, because my kids actually like it too, so that's how you know it's good. So yeah, I give Braden the syrup and the spoon. He takes a little taste, and he's like, "Oh, that's really good. It's really." That's really.
Do I have like a bonnet?
Is this gonna be in the video on YouTube?
This is good.
Oh God.
Please send this to the group chat.
You have to watch the YouTube video. Okay.
why you
Little
watch the
AWP
YouTube
on the
channel.
prairie.
I give Braden the stuff. He likes it. He tasted it. He sets the spoon down. And like not 30 seconds later, I tighten up the jar, put the lid on, and put the spoon in my mouth and just lick it clean. And then I was like,
Describe it any other way. I'm just...
"Oh, you had that in your mouth, and I didn't even think about it." And he goes, "Did we just kiss and like inadvertently?"
IRL.
So
I
like,
mean,
it was
is
like
anyone listening shocked? Is
was
anyone
like
listening shocked?
I was shocked.
It was like
I'm
a
shocked it took this
strawberry
long.
syrup Eskimo kiss.
Happy Pride Month, everyone. Happy Pride Month. That was not Eskimo kiss. No, that
Right?
was
I don't know what that is.
penetration.
I wouldn't. That's a little much. So Braden and I shared a strawberry syrup spoon.
Strawberry starfish.
His
Okay.
germs were in my mouth.
I definitely thought he was coming out to feed me
Don't say
like
coming out.
medicine, like a Mary Poppins situation. Because he came out with the spoon outright, and he was like the open jar. I thought he was
Gotta
gonna
have a spoon.
gotta have a little spoon. Little spoon gonna help with your cough.
I just
Nice
want to
feeding me
specify
cough
we're
syrup.
manly men. We
yeah.
drive trucks and we work
I
with
drive a
wood
truck.
and I used a hammer once. And, you know, like we're manly men.
I won't use a hammer if I can use a CNC.
We're manly men. But that strawberry syrup slaps.
It's really good. You
We're
have no
men,
idea.
manly men. We're men in tights.
Nice.
Yeah.
so
So that,
ridiculous.
I think that encompasses my whole week. the,
In-
the vertical
Dan,
hole in
in
the
your-
strawberry syrup.
And you're what's on a bench. Dan celebrates Pride Month.
So probably this weekend, I'm going to make bread. I'm going to make grape syrup and watermelon syrup
And some through tenons.
and some FTT through tenons.
I'm surprised Dan still hasn't discovered the pineapple soaked in Kool-Aid thing that's been making its way around the internet. Oh yeah. Oh, it's
Is
a
that
thing.
the one where you soak the pineapple in the vodka and you stick it up your rear end?
No. This is like
Is that something
I'll
else?
send you some videos.
I've seen those videos.
No. These are different videos. These are on
Isn't that-
TikTok, not
isn't
on
that-
the hub.
Isn't that boofing? Is that what boofing is? I don't know.
We're like 2 years away from making the full circle back to like, look at the stuff we can do with gelatin. We can make everything in gelatin. Like we're almost back to that point.
Back in the 80s when you made all sorts of salads out of gelatin. What the hell?
I
is
bet
that?
I can make Jello.
How did
ham.
humanity get past that? Speaking of humanity, Braden, what's on your bench? Or do you want to go? Did you kind of already went? You were
Dan-
just at my shop.
He went
Dan kissed me.
halfway.
I
IRL
talk at-
this time.
Last week, did I talk about my new jointer? I got a new jointer. Did
I was
talk
going
about
to say, when did the joiner show up? Time means nothing at this point. I have no
does.
recollection of.
I got the Oliver 8-inch helical head jointer in my shop. We moved old Bessie, the Laguna jointer, to Braden's shop.
Old Ironsides.
Related, unrelated, if you're in the market for a 6-inch helical head jet jointer, reach out to either Braden or I, preferably Braden. We got one for sale.
It's real. It was at my shop, so it has been taken care of.
Yeah, it hasn't seen the.
Dan has not
orders.
had a chance to hurt it.
Hey, I'll give Braden, at least give me this. My shop has remained clean since we put in the dust collection, has it not?
Dan's shop has stayed remarkably clean,
Clean and somewhat organized.
and I will give it to him.
Thank you.
As
give it to him.
as
Give it to me.
as chaotic as Dan's mental workshop is, technically his actual physical workspace, it gets messy, but it is relatively organized. Like the stuff makes it where it is.
I
It is
know
just
where everything.
chaos.
I know where everything is.
And it's but it's better than like I know where everything is. It's a mess. It is actually somewhat organized. Like things go in places. Once they're in the places, you need an Apple AirPod, like too far, too close, sort of thing. But you're in the right zip code.
Colder, hot, warm.
Dan's dust collection is complete. Oh,
Whoa.
not including the
There's
CNC
literally
grotto.
There's literally a piece right on your desk somewhere.
No. That doesn't. This is for the add-on deck that we're doing. Not the main structure.
You know
Nice
what?
deck.
You know what the vertical holding system does? It really throws a wrench into Braden's whole let's double decker your CNC.
Yeah, it ruins double decker CNC.
Oh,
Unless you do
darn
a
it.
pass through two of them.
Shut up, Pete.
Double
Shut it.
decker pass through.
Shut up.
we hit. Never mind. But anyway, Dan's dust collection is complete.
It's nice. I know
Dan,
I've
every
talked about
time
this
we
before,
fire
I love
up
it.
your dust collection and we look at, like, I look at how we have your dust collection set up, I come back to my shop and I just feel so sad
Inadequate?
and inadequate.
Yeah.
And I fire up my souped up Harbor Freight dust collection and I'm like, it's like a light summer breeze. Great. Better shut some blast gates.
It's funny because like I got to open blast gates. If,
I don't think Dan
if
has
I don't
a
have
single
enough
blast gate closed.
If I don't have enough blast gates open, the dust collector literally sucks the blast gate shut.
It inverts.
It inverts the blast gates. Inverted penis.
Ugh.
I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. I apologize for everything.
Happy Pride Month.
But anyway, so we got Dan's new joiner set up. The Oliver joiner is it's sweet.
Oh yeah, I did
very nice.
I put the magnetic things on there that we talked about last episode. So we did talk about it last
Yep.
week.
Also,
I did that,
the internet
and then
didn't
I
like
didn't-
that either, Dan.
You got
no.
put on blast. And, like, people remembered that I did it.
No.
Or someone did. Someone messaged me about it. Like, didn't you do this?
Yeah. One of our patrons, I believe. And I gave you credit in a comment, but I didn't give you credit anywhere else.
Begrudgingly.
And you should be happy that I didn't. I posted that on Reddit. Oh,
People are mad.
I'm an idiot apparently for doing that.
You're an idiot. Not for that reason.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
an
gonna say.
idiot for
To
a
be
lot of
fair,
things.
Reddit's not wrong.
Hey,
they just have the wrong details.
Tell them to watch their mouth. You're our idiot, not their idiot.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Wait.
He's an
people were
idiot,
mad
but only
because-
we can say that.
They thought I was putting those magnets on there to keep water off of it, which if you would have read the caption, water is not a problem that I have. I know it's right close to the garage doors, but I've never
It helps with that.
I've never had
It's
rust.
overspray.
I've never had rust on any of my tools. That wasn't from something stupid that I did.
Nature has never rusted his tools.
Yes, nature has never rusted my tools somehow. Even with the jointer being right by the garage doors. So the magnetic sheets are to protect it from the lacquer overspray that is going to happen.
It's crazy that on Reddit they didn't read the comment, like the post.
Yeah,
where
I
you said that.
posted it because Reddit, you can't explain much in the title. So I posted it and I said I was just looking to protect my new jointer.
Scientist.
And then I made a comment saying I'm protecting it from lacquer, blah, blah, blah. And like that gets downvoted and everybody's like, you're an idiot. Why wouldn't you just wax it? I mean, if you could just...
In this economy,
Yeah, so I did that. Thanks for the idea, Pete.
yeah. We did
Can't
get
believe you would do something like that. It's so stupid.
this idiot.
I stole it from Nikki E.
Also,
Oh, that's
just-
right. Good old Nick Key.
Well, I
Yeah, what
Other
else is
than-
on Braden's bench?
other than Dan kissing me,
Basically, he just comes to my shop and works for free.
I'm so bad. I'm so bad at business. I'm so good at business and so bad at business.
So far, I have you cut a hole in Dan's CNC, you kissed Dan, you set up Dan's new joiner, and finalized Dan's dust collection.
To be fair,
So what's on your bench?
It was
to
kiss
be
adjacent.
fair, Dan kissed me adjacent. I didn't kiss him
There was-
adjacent.
We didn't actually touch lips, but we did share
We
saliva.
kissed. We technically kissed through the transitive property of spoons.
Could either one
There
of you
we go.
sound any more like a cheating husband that got caught?
I
It's
didn't
not
know
what
it was
looks like.
happening.
We just shared strawberry syrup.
It was in
Like,
Thailand.
Oh,
It's
And-
funny for a lot of reasons.
it is a Lady Dan boy. Dan. So we got old Ironsides,
Old
the Laguna
Ironsides.
joiner over
That
to my
has no
shop.
rust on it, just a lot of lacquer.
I then
Protective
spent
coating.
a ridiculous amount of time removing the protective lacquer coating, there had to have been half a gallon's worth of dried, like
the layers of chips that paint factories have.
yes, yeah, I could see the passage of
it's
I could see the
four-dyed
passage
on
of
there.
time.
Fordite, that's what it was.
I could see the passage of time on this.
If
I
you
got it
count
all
the
cleaned
rings,
up.
you know the age.
And then today I actually got power hooked up to it. I had to get another 220 plug so I could get it plugged in, got it fired up,
Would have been
shuffled
better
some
if it was
things around.
221, but whatever.
220, 221, whatever works. It is plugged into an actual 220 outlet that is in a box that is grounded, that is run through conduit.
Why would you even say that? I mean, that should go without saying. That's what you do.
That is what most people do.
Why would you even say that?
Needless to say, it's
Well, I
like
don't get it.
it's like an old dog that was found on the side of the road and it's been taken in and fed a good meal and hugged for the first time. Like it's starting to realize it can love again. I will say this though, Dan.
It was in the kennel in the corner.
Tried to bite me. It does try and bite because the spring-loaded pork chop doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't know why. I
Does it really not work?
probably put that in wrong too. You probably just have to fix it like you did with the Oliver one.
There's a completely missing bolt.
Yeah, there's like a little insert.
There's a
that
missing
tightens-
insert.
Oh man,
Don't worry,
Dan.
I'll get there.
do gooder.
I do gooder.
I will say this though, I was surprised. I went, tested it, fired it up, and then I was like, I should joint something. Like, I want to feel all 8 inches. You know, that 2 inches makes a big difference.
Okay.
That's right, Pete. I said it. I got out my square, and I went to check square. We had that thing ratcheted into the back of my truck. We were not gentle. Dead nuts 90.
Yeah, man.
Perfect.
I had that sucker dialed
not-
in.
You have that bolt adjusted in the back, like it's always dead on.
I'm certain that is because Dan has let the back of it rust, and so it is just permanently
Rusted
rusted.
shut.
At
It will
90.
never move again.
Man, are you saying
But
those guys on Reddit were right?
But he doesn't have any rust issues. No.
Not
water
on top,
issues.
just in the
Yeah,
back.
No, just on the back. It's fine. You can
But
you can get a little rust
yeah,
on
so
the back. It's
the
fine.
joiner's fired up. I jointed a couple boards, and it's great. I have to glue up a cutting board for a couple friends of ours. And
friends
the
of
walnut-
ours?
Aretha and I's.
Oh.
Not ours.
I don't have any other friends.
These are non-community friends, so you guys would not know them.
The kind of friends that Braden gets mad at me for talking to.
Oh yeah, I have other friends too, and
Yeah.
To be fair,
got-
Dan, actually, you've met one of these friends. We all got drunk and played beer pong at my house.
that friend,
That friend. Different
The-
friend, but that friend.
the delinquent.
Yes.
Oh,
That describes all of them.
I don't
But
know.
I have chunks of walnut that I need for this cutting board, and it's a real basic cutting board. 6.5 inches, and I'm like, I'm not cutting off that extra half inch. I have a bigger joiner coming. I'm gonna get the power going, and I'm gonna joint all 6.5 to 7 inches, ladies.
That'll show them.
And I did it, and it was great. Other than that, I did some 3D modeling, and now that I've got Dan's dust collection all dialed in, now I've figured out what can go wrong. I'm going to fix it and do it in my shop. That's kind of it. And now I'm just prepping to cut a hole in my CNC. I've got to do it different, though.
I was the guinea pig, and now that he knows it works,
Dan's always the guinea pig. I
I'm
gotta
okay
figure out
doing
how
it
to
with
do
mine
mine
now.
different because I have the QCW set up. And Pete, do you have the QCW set up, or is yours
No.
just right on the table?
But I have drawers under mine. I can't do that.
No, if with a 5-inch
With a 5-inch bit, you
5-inch
can.
bit, you can
Yeah,
go
but then-
right through the drawers.
And then I get just the shortcut to get my bits out of the drawer.
I could send that bit to you on a rental basis.
Why would you pay that much freight for that weight of it?
I will rent it to you.
yeah, we're gonna have to get it on a Union Pacific train to
Yeah.
ship it over there.
Not the one from downtown Omaha. I'll tell you that.
So I have the QCW slats, and I've got air weights in all of them. And I think I'm gonna.
Oh,
I
the
am
air
gonna
weights.
have to remove one because that setup that Dan and I used, it is designed for the QCW. If you look on top where we glued it up to the underside of his board, there's actually inset space for T-track holders. It's pretty on the top. But I've got to remove that, and all of the air weights are mounted from underneath, and I have a torsion box in the way. And so I've got to like either lift my entire 48 inches by 48 inches of CNC in the air, and all of it is metal and heavy. Let's be honest, I'm going to make Sutton do it. Or I have to get access underneath. So I think what I'm going to do is remove the torsion box from my Craig stand, and I think I'm just going to drop
it like it's hot.
I think I'm going to drop a double stack of ply, or I'll probably do a sheet of ply and a sheet of MDF, and I'll make the basic torsion box. Technically, that's a torsion box. I'll do that, and then I'll
take a torsion pancake.
I'll take Dan's Mega Hecker bit, and I'll just cut out the full perimeter of the CNC from that torsion box, so I have full access underneath.
You can rent the bit for $20 an hour.
I'll take it off your tab.
Okay.
He'll just remove it and you won't even know it.
That's true. I'll just wait until you go on vacation and then remove it, and then move every.
He does
tool
have
in
the
your
code
shop.
to my garage, which is I don't have one.
You don't have a code, or you don't have a garage? It's a shop.
That's right. I don't have. My garage is old school. I don't have a code.
That doesn't make it more secure. It makes it less secure.
I probably shouldn't say that out in the open. Nobody robbed me.
Anyway, as soon as Dan goes on vacation, we're gonna have a garage sale. So, sorry, shop sale.
Shop sale. Come on, get it right.
Yeah.
You're offending me.
But
Just get a
we
good
talk
price
about-
on stuff.
did we talk about getting the A2Ls last week as
I
well?
think we did, yeah.
I printed something that I could
I
not
think
print on the.
you were screaming because it was
Yeah,
down
you were
the street
upset
from
because you were upset because yours was like supposed to be delivered while we were.
Oh,
being
that's right. It showed up
while
on
we were
Friday
recording.
instead of Thursday, like it was supposed to.
Yeah.
I don't,
you guys both got them and you've been putting them to work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last night into today, I printed something. Finally, the reason why I bought the larger print footprint, I printed one, and it's so
I'm
nice.
going
not
to get
having
into
to cut things
cosplay,
in
and I
half.
needed to print large masks.
large fake butts.
Also, that.
See, the one thing about like larger format printers, they're awesome. They're great. You can do cool stuff. You can do helmets.
It's a little slower.
It's so much longer. It's like because it's bigger, right? So like people see these like full like floor models where like they're printing giant
that's crazy.
swolkachus, giant Pikachus, right? And
Oh God,
They're-
you said the words.
but it like takes like days to print some of this stuff, and on those larger printers, it can take a while.
I can print a 320 millimeter tall Pikachu now.
Oh God. I actually, so I print these trailer hitch covers, and I can usually
And
only
now you can
do-
print them for real trucks. The big
I can
ones.
I can just print the whole truck now. So, no, I could only print 2 at a time on my P2S and my P1P. But I can print 5 on my A2L if I position them strategically. But it takes it's going to take like 20 hours. It is not a fast moving machine compared to the P2S.
It's wild watching it as a bed slinger because it's just an enlarged A1. It is it's almost like that compression bit of yours before you have it right next to a regular compression bit. It's like, oh, it's just like I'm squinting wrong or something.
Right.
And it takes like 20 minutes for it to
And
bed sling from front to back.
I don't know if you've tested this yet, but my A2L is on the same bench as my other 2 printers. And if
So is mine.
if this thing gets moving, it is shaking the crap out of the whole table. Like I really need to like bolt this bench table thing down to the wall so it's more sturdy, because I'm scared to run this thing at full speed, the A2L, and then have the P2S running, because I don't know how good the shake protection is over there. This thing can get this table's like, if this table's a rocking, the A2L is having sex.
I don't have to worry about that because all of my 3D printers are on that cabinet that is like
Yeah, this is
crushed into the drywall back there.
I need to figure that out. That may or may not be an issue.
You can probably bolt it to the wall.
Probably.
We could build.
Just a fair warning: if they're like all running, you might hear it through the house because it's attached to your studs. I've had that happen before.
Oh.
So
Wow, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He shakes the studs. Well, yeah, but
not in a
it's not
sexy
like
way.
it's not like it's going to be that different. I mean, because Dan's already shaking his syrup anytime he walks by. So, I mean, there's already movement in the house.
Shake, 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 Shannara. Shake it all the time.
Oh, my. Other than that, this has nothing to do with making, but Gabby has gotten into all the old school video games that I played as a kid, and I'm loving it. There's the remastered Spyro came out. She's been doing that. She's been playing through Pokemon Fire Red.
You know what I have that I haven't touched in a long time?
Oh, I don't.
This is right up your alley. And
GTA 3?
It's
gonna
right
offer
up
it.
my alley. Is this
I'm gonna
another
offer
You
it to
Kiss
you.
Me?
No kisses.
Okay, what have you got?
I have an old Raspberry Pi video game console that a friend built me, and it's got 1,300 old school Nintendo and Sega games on it.
That's it.
Oh,
I mean, that's a lot.
Not
1,300
1,000.
I don't know. It's got.
I can't even count to 1,300.
If you want it,
2.
and Gabby's into it, like, and it's got some of the old probably like Japanese Mario games, like it's pretty cool.
I only want the Italian one.
I thought my kids would be into it. They were like, oh,
Is
this is awful. The graphics are bad. I'm like, shut up. This is
Is
what
it
we
one of
had.
those ones that has like has the controller like it's a
Yeah, it's got a
thing?
controller.
Or is it plug into the TV?
It plugs into the TV. Yeah, it plugs in the TV.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds dope. Also, I should probably finish that arcade cabinet that I started like 5 years
I mean,
ago.
you could probably use this in your arcade cabinet, actually. It's just sitting in a drawer over there by the TV.
That sounds pretty dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I feel like something else happened, but I can't think of it, so it can't be that important.
Can't put my finger on it. You kissing other guys?
I did.
Already jealous.
Good Lord. I did make a comment, Pete, to Dan yesterday that I went from being the process builder, I'm going to make you work until you hate me, to I'm going to get you so far off task. Let's cut a hole in your CNC now.
He's the reason I don't work currently.
I have swung, the pendulum has swung the other direction.
Where's Dan's charger plugged into? The other side of the house?
It's plugged into his AMS.
So
Wait, no, is your printer plugged in? I'm sorry, is your phone plugged into your printer?
no.
Okay.
I had nowhere to plug in the A2L, and I used to have a phone charger plugged in like right down over here.
Down
and
under?
the A2L took the last spot. I had to unplug the charger.
So you bought a 16-foot cable.
So I bought a longer cable, and it's plugged in all the way over there.
Oh my
It
God.
goes up and over.
It's called a power strip, Dan.
I have a power strip. It's full.
Get a bigger one.
Plug a power strip into your power strip.
I've done that before. Don't say that.
Everyone does
I've
that.
done
Everyone's done it. Everyone's done it.
So yeah, that's where we're at. So thank you for pointing that out, Pete.
Pete, what the hell did you do this week?
I don't know, man. Like after all those benches, I feel like I haven't done enough.
The thing is, I don't have any benches.
Did anybody other than Emma kiss you, Pete?
Juniper.
Well, he did go over to Keith's, so
Did Keith kiss you? My star gives me kisses.
Oh, well,
Your star?
I got little kisses from
Gross.
Jerry and Lola. They were like, their noses booped my hand, so that's something.
That counts. Actually,
Why don't I start with that? So I got to put on my best Braden face and put on my best Braden costume, and I drove over to Keith's house, and I pretended to be Braden, or Craig, or
you
whatever.
see, you know what? When Braden comes over here, I send a limo for him.
No, you don't.
Keith
you
doesn't
make
do
him
that for you?
drive the truck.
Yeah, that's the limo.
So I I went over to Keith's to help him out with one of his builds because he's got a deadline that's coming up, and it's really coming up on him. And Bamboo is a sponsor, and they take a while to review. So 'cause that's the thing about not a lot, like we don't talk about YouTube a lot because we don't do a lot of YouTube videos. Guys, let's get on that. We got to do something with that.
We say this all the time.
I know, but I have to say it out loud. So
6 years later,
I'll check it off my list, and I'll.
This is the year we get into YouTube.
But there's so many behind the scenes things. Like your video might be done, and then you have to have the sponsor approve it so that you can post it. And that takes a while too. But we're working on this giant built-in desk, and this is the second time he's working on a desk or a built-in for. The proper term is audiophile.
Oh yeah, I remember the other one. Yeah,
people that
really
are just like really into like high-end audio. So like
those
how
folks
we are with
will drop a lot of money on their hobby.
We also, it says the guy with $50,000 worth of tools in his shop.
I think audiophiles put us to shame.
Yeah,
they do.
I used to be the buyer at a retail company, and I did the custom electronics and high-end audio stuff, like the $15,000 HDMI cable type level stuff.
Yeah.
Those people have
people
a
get
problem.
ridiculous.
And honestly, I'm convinced there's no difference in sound quality. They're just making it all.
But it's gold plated.
Oh, so straight knives and helical head are the same?
No, shut up.
After you sand it, it's the same, right?
That's different.
After you sand it, it's... Oh, is it now?
There's empirical data showing that they're different.
You're a woodophile.
It's different in the sense that like the $3 gas station HDMI cable is different than the $10 coming out of the factory from Amazon cable.
I thought you were going to say like the $3 gas station sushi
is different than the Nebraska regular sushi restaurant sushi.
Hey, we got some nationally recognized sushi restaurants here, so you watch.
We do,
yeah, because the CDC got involved. Nationally recognized my ass.
We were published still.
Published in CDC.gov.
In government papers.
It's called a watch list, Dan.
Hey, some
all
of the best
press is good press.
Some of the best sushi comes out of Omaha.
True. Okay, we won't get into that. Go ahead.
I've talked about this in the past. Where like it's so eye opening to sometimes watch someone else work in their shop, but especially when like they're really how do I put this lightly? Very exact and detailed about certain things in their process, like professionals in their specific field. And like for Keith, it's attention to detail, marking up his work, getting everything to be the most perfect tight fit, working great, like taking his work to the highest possible quality, putting so many hours into these pieces that it like hourly makes no sense. But YouTube, so like why not, right? When you love do what you love, you never work a day in your life. AKA you work every day. Yeah, some BS like that.
You know how like you can like cross-pollinate plants and make like hybrid plants?
Yeah, we need a Dan.
Can we
Keith
make
hybrid.
a Dan Keith hybrid?
That's just us, Braden. That's just us.
I'm not as detail oriented as Keith.
That's exactly my point.
We were politely saying that exactly.
Braden will come over and go, these roundovers, did you mean to miss all these spots? They'll come out in the sanding. Shut up, Braden. They're fine. Keith would never.
No, he would never. Like
I would have cross-pollinated Keith Dan hybrid corn.
He had custom legs turned, and the square part at the top that goes into the apron wasn't squared up perfectly. And the first set he got him returned. He got a new set because I guess they warped in shipping. And I sanded everything, got everything nice and flat. I was sanding them with him, and he was inspecting them, and he goes like, "Yeah, this might be too sanded because then the Rubio's not going to absorb." I'm like, "Man, this is like now it's too sanded.
My lobster is too buttery, and my steak is too juicy.
This 150 grit was a little too much."
I mean, that's actually a legit.
No, it is a legit thing.
Rubio, though.
But it's just he's very much like, I get so inspired going over there and actually helping him out, like not just BSing, but like helping him out on a build, because he's got plans that he has made, like renders and everything, like full dimensions, all that. And we sat there for like an hour trying to figure out the channel on the back to run all the wires through, because Braden, as you mentioned, some of these wires, they're like shielded, they're thick, they're it looks like you got to figure out the pass through. How much of that wire is going to be down there in this channel, and like because it's actually like a trough where the power plugs are. So like you're dealing with heat, you're dealing with like how are you getting the plugs through without having giant holes just in the back of the desk. There's so many things that go into these custom builds. Nothing talked me out of doing custom super high-end woodworking like working with Keith, like because it just makes me want to never do that again. I'll do it for myself, but even for myself I'll be like, I'm fine with this.
So
for
here's
a customer, he's on like a whole different level.
If you never do work at that level, then people won't expect it from you, so you'll never have to.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
See, I'm the opposite. I like pushing more into custom because then every piece, that's not wrong. It's custom.
It's funny because when we were doing the built-ins, Braden was trying to be very particular about
I
everything.
had a plan.
Well, he was being very particular in August.
If
when
you
it
bring
started.
up the thing that I think you're about to bring up, I see it every day.
Braden's trying to be very particular about everything. And I'm like, we are not doing Keith Johnson style built-ins. Chill out.
Clearly, there's no brass, and it's white oak.
Nope, there is going to be brass.
There's probably.
Also, I hope everyone's
I know what you're talking
and didn't eat a heavy dinner, but this customer specifically requested, everybody hold your breath, red oak.
Gross.
I know.
He's working with red oak.
Did they ask him to stain? Did they ask him to stain it? Also,
Rubio it, but yeah, they requested red oak, my least favorite of woods.
Why?
I guess it could have been like pine.
Personally, I hate red oak because of the smell.
if they're gonna,
because like all the firewood or like half of the firewood that got delivered to my house is red oak, and anytime it rains, it just smells like wet dog that pissed himself outside. Red oak smells awful, especially when it's wet.
Have you guys seen any of these Instagram reels lately? The person holding up their pet and they're like, guess who went and pissed on themselves and
and it's them
now
in a
has
shower
to go take a shower, and then it just shows them in the shower.
So anyways, there I was in a shower at Keith's house.
No, what boggles the mind is like whoever this client or customer is of Keith's, they're probably paying a premium for this and they opted to go with red oak.
Yes, this is not a cheap build.
But it's premium red oak.
No, it's not.
No, wait, hang on.
It can't be.
Wait.
It's
I will say this.
Is it quarter sawn red oak at least?
It is the straightest grain I've ever seen. These boards were massive and they were incredible. It was like fake veneered. Like it is the prettiest.
Sometimes it boggles the mind the decisions a customer makes, right?
It is like Keith got lucky. He got the prettiest oak that I have ever seen, but it is red oak. So Yeah.
I mean, no hate. I've built stuff out of red oak. I mean,
some hate.
It's easy to work with. I'll tell you
at that point, just use ash.
I mean, if you're gonna stain it, yeah. I don't know.
But it's beautiful wood. The thing is, like even the construct, because like the substructure of it is invisible at all, and it's the straightest, most beautiful oak ever that he built it out of, instead of just like plywood or whatever. Like the whole thing is hardwood. It's
what about
it's gorgeous.
What about the dom structure?
The dom is you can tell there's a presence when you walk into the room.
You
know who's in charge. Yeah, it's power top oak. Show title?
Write that down.
I was reaching for
Dan
my
was
pen.
putting on his glasses. Like he's writing that down. This is power top oak.
That's better than soaking political opinion.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was really cool. Every time I'm there, I'm shocked that he gets as much done as he does, because those cats are just whatever. You could be like in the middle. We were literally in the middle of a glue up. The cat just jumps into the middle of where we are and just lays down. That's it. They're just there. What's up, buddy?
And he's so gentle with them and polite.
Yeah.
Please move.
But those cats run his life.
You know what I don't have to worry about? Chase jumping up onto a glue up. He's just happy to be there.
You just got to worry about him breaking out and chasing down a rabbit and doing a murder.
There's that
Just
whole thing.
committing a murder.
Yeah. Or the second you open the garage doors, booking it down the street.
Hey, he's got cardio to do.
Pros and cons.
In all seriousness, Keith is a very, very talented woodworker, and I do admire his attention to detail.
If
I
you
would like to
haven't-
do more work like Keith, but without
I don't
the effort.
I don't have the patience.
Who's got that kind of time?
I don't.
Keith, well, actually, no, he doesn't. He's always behind. That's why I'm out there helping him out. I'm trying to get him back on
Hey.
track.
It took
Can't relate.
Dan and I a year to phone it in on a set of built-ins.
That's true.
Imagine if we tried.
Also, he did some like custom like beaded work. And
Did he
just
do
that-
any custom through tenons with his vertical CNC?
No. Well, yeah, that's what inspired you guys to do it.
Shut your mouth. I'll have Nick Brim slap you when he gets there.
The work on his desk and like the just seeing his thought process and how exact he wants everything and how he overthinks everything, but in a good way. Just man, I learn so much from that guy every time, and it's so annoying because then it's like I raise my own standards. Like I don't want to be this guy. I was okay with Pine Guy. Now I need hardwoods.
Don't raise your standards. Raise your medical dosage.
Remember when you were making swing boards out of cherry? And then
That's
you
a
passed them
swing
off as
board.
shells?
Yeah, because they
Remember
never
that?
picked them up.
Pete made you know how a swing set. It's just a plank.
A non-sex swing, a regular swing,
Just a swing.
just a swing.
No sex.
Yeah,
A
It was
sexless
a
swing?
soaking
That's a
swing.
this is before your time. It's
It was a soaking swing.
you kept the swing in one place. You moved the tree. Speaking of trees, more garden work.
Drugs?
One evening around like 6 o'clock,
Basically.
I was basically like, you know what? I guess I'll move the fence. Now, keep in mind, this going back to last week, there was the groundhog saga, right?
Yeah, I know. It's one of the chapters on.
Yeah, it literally was one of the chapters. So we caught the one groundhog. I caught two in one day, and then another one the day after. So
Does that mean spring is ruined for next year?
I don't know, but it might be winter forever.
Oh no!
I'm going to be honest. Chase would never allow that many groundhogs
Chase
to be
would
on my
never.
property.
Chase would also chase them until they
That's why
like
his
were in
name
another
is Chase,
county.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Again, I
he
have no
would-
groundhogs on my property.
Chase would chase him back to Punxsutawney.
So we relocated all four of them to a local like national park or whatever that's here, or state forest. That's what it is. So we relocated all four of them. They're safely there. Actually, the last one that I was dropping off, there was a groundhog in the middle of the parking area.
They were
Like,
having a meeting.
You're like, hey, hopefully that's your sister, brother, cousin, dad, mom, whatever, crazy uncle, whoever
Sister,
you live
brother,
with.
dad, mom.
I don't know. I wasn't making assumptions, but the first one I got was the big one. I think that's the one that was messing up my garden. But to be proactive, and again, before I caught all the groundhogs, I was like, hey, what if I finally expand the garden? Because I bought these 4x4 posts months ago, and they've just been taking up space in my shed because they're 10-footers. The ceiling on the shed is like 9 feet 10 inches, so they can't even stand up straight in there. So I was like, screw it. Let me start digging the holes and whatever. I put it in. It gets dark. Luckily, it's not like freezing cold or whatever. But
You know what?
If my neighbors didn't know me well, they would think I'm like hiding bodies late at night.
Did you get rid
digging.
of 4 groundhogs?
4 relocated?
If you could have trained them, you could have had your own hole digging groundhogs.
Yeah,
for
but it's so
those
hard to
4
steer
posts.
them. It's so hard to steer them. It's like when Braden tries to keep you on task.
It just takes a little work and persistence.
You're like, you're over there. But I got these, so I dug out these holes, and Emma actually came out and helped me out. And me and Emma haven't like worked on projects in a while because child, small child.
That's a large
wild.
project, though.
And so she was out there, even like just as simple as like shining the light where I was working, and I set up those little battery powered DeWalt lights that I got off
Emma
of Amazon.
was, or the child?
Emma, the child was sleeping. She was tuckered out from running our lives all day.
That happens.
But we got the fence in, and this time around my backyard, the story in the neighborhood is the developer that bought the land skimmed the topsoil off everywhere. and sold it. Just sold topsoil. He just like skimmed off the top a couple feet of soil. So when you go down like just past the grass, it's just rocks and clay. It's awful. That's why I have raised garden beds. So when I was digging holes, the second you put the shovel in the ground, you're hitting a rock.
How
And
did
then
the
you
groundhogs
get
through
that.
it?
Dude, I have no clue. They literally dig the move the rocks around. But we dug out all the holes. I only got as far as like 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet. And I was like, this is deep enough. These are just to hold the fence and lights. I'm not going crazy with these posts. Because apparently you're supposed to sink them a third of their length to code, technically.
You just have to go down below the frost line. I don't know where that would be in Jersey. Probably like 24 to 36 inches, I would imagine.
Definitely wasn't that. Not even close. Yeah. So just...
But was it at least 36 to 24 millimeters?
Probably, yeah.
I would
So
say even
we
more
good.
than that.
We're
26
behind- we're below-
Millimeters is an inch.
We're below the metric frost line.
Okay.
So the other part of it is like, if you have a garden, you want to sink the fence into the ground so that things that dig under, they don't get underneath. And same issue happened. So I went with my flat shovel and I was going around and I would go down 3 to 6 inches per each time I would like press into the ground and then just hit a rock. So I like spread, I did the spready, like stick the shovel in and spread it out. And I had these like wide spades to like open it up a little bit.
Change your hand gestures.
No. So there I was running the fence.
I was right. 36 inches.
36 inches. Okay.
Yeah. It's
How-
the depth.
how many is that
So I was
in
about
meters?
half of that.
Yeah.
And I got the fence down between 3 to 6 inches all the way around on the new expansion.
Oh, no, you
But
were
like,
right.
I had to hand feed it a third.
The industry standard to bury at least a third of the total post length.
Yeah. So 20 footer. Hear that, Nick Brim? Your 20 footers need to go
Oh,
in at
no.
least carry the 6.3. No,
6.333 until your face turns blue.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're
well, we did
losing
we did the
losing
math.
a third.
You have to
according
dig down 6.5 feet, Nick
that.
Brim.
Crazy.
Otherwise,
you're
it's
gonna need
illegal.
longer posts, Nick.
The devil dug down to Georgia just to get below the frost line.
You might hit China doing that digging. Yeah, but the other annoying thing is like I was gonna rent one of those like I've thought about actually buying one of the handheld augers, to dig out the soil.
Yeah.
But that's for soil. You hit a rock and you start spinning with that sucker. Then I've thought about renting out the little dingoes or skid steers with the
Little dingoes.
A dingo ate my baby.
but like I just got lazy. And then I will say this: when you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or Menards and you look at the tools, let's say the garden center, right? You're looking at shovels or tampers to like the little flat stock that like you can flatten out right before you put down patio stuff, or a post hole digger. Do not get the wooden handle ones. Get the heavy one. Pay the extra $10-15. I cannot stress this enough. It is worth it because you're gonna be otherwise you have to provide all the power. But when it's heavy, you can like let it do the work for you. Worth the money. I've used the tamper. I think that's what it's called. It's got the flat sheet on the bottom. It's got some weight to like flatten out
for
the
like
sand.
coffee beans.
Yes, for coffee beans. Or if you're doing patio stones in your backyard, I've used that. Worth every penny to get the heavier one. And the same thing with the post hole digger. I was able to like actually get a little like more leverage because of how heavy it was. If I'd gotten a cheap one, I would have had to do all the hammering into the ground. And of course, it was stones. What's up, Dan? Your thumbs at me.
I know Kanye West has lost his mind, but that's like one of my favorite songs of his, Post Hole Digger.
Fish sticks?
Post Hole. No, I was thinking of Gold Digger. Never mind. Go on.
Yep.
Wait, what?
He was trying to make a pun.
I was
Okay.
I was being punny.
Dan loves fish sticks.
I do, actually.
So yeah, I would say always get that because that honestly that tool was great. But at one point, this is like the sun had just set. It is dark out. I'm working by like lights already. It wasn't
light
fully
of the
dark,
moon.
but it was getting like the sunset was happening. I'm out there with a pickaxe because I'm a guy that owns a pickaxe. Hi, I'm Peter. I have a problem. I am pickaxing, breaking apart stone in the ground because that's where the post needs to go. I don't care what's there. I need to get through it.
I was just picturing Pete as Yukon Cornelius
We've got
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
We've got happy, sleepy, grumpy, Petey.
Petey, I'm extra Petey. So I'm like, I dig out these posts. Like, we pour the concrete. That's all done. We put the fence. But the thing is, I decided to tear out the fence and wrap it around, like pull it all the way out and wrap around the posts now because we backed out the fence to a certain point.
You're
and then
a
I
fence
go,
rapist.
I have to finish this tonight, or like the groundhogs will
win.
get in.
The groundhogs win
Because the garden's in full bloom. Like, there's stuff growing now. Like, if something gets in, game over. So we were out there, but we like hauled ass, and Emma was amazing. She helped me out. We got it done in like 5 hours, 5.5 hours, from 6 till 11:30 about. And we got it done. We've sealed it up. Now that, because I put in regular fencing and then the chicken wire. So, and I still need like twist tie together the fencing together or whatever, but it's in the ground, it's there, it's sealed, it works great, and thank God for Emma to help me out, because that's
why you're having all these problems. You keep using freaking chicken wire.
it's a
No
groundhog
chickens
wire
in there. You got groundhog
wire.
Groundhog wire.
Come on.
I need that, and I need squirrel netting and bird blockers.
Bird blockers.
Beta blockers. But the garden's expanded. That's been fun to do. I also helped my neighbor. Speaking of the patio, or like using the tamper tool, my neighbor got a heater for his pool, and I was helping him like hook everything up. And we would get a concrete pad set up and everything, and set out some blocks. So I'm really excited to help my neighbor test out the pool heater.
His soup maker, his human soup maker.
Well, when it's cold, because like we had some cold weather last summer where the pool wasn't getting as hot as we.
It was like people. Was it
people soup?
Gazpacho? What's the
Gazpacho?
Gazpacho.
I like Gazpacho.
No, that's the guy. That was the dad of Pinocchio.
No, that's people Geppetto.
That's Pedo Bear.
No, that's the Italian ice cream.
No, that's Mario.
You're thinking of Mario.
Oh, you're thinking of Gazpacho.
No, that's the stuff we have when we were poor, the loose meat and the barbecue
No, that's goulash.
You guys, we got to stop this. This is going too long.
This is
And
so
we still
dumb.
have questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
We can do this for hours.
Oh, actually no. So some sad
Oh my God,
news.
Pete's going to talk about more not woodworking.
No, this is literally woodworking. One of the things we fell in love with this house when we came out to check it out, it was in
stonework?
March. No, it was in March. The trees were in bloom, and because it was like
Orlando?
a warm. No, but we had the tree in front of the house. It's a cherry, a weeping cherry at the bottom. So it's pink flowers all the way around in the spring, and then it was grafted onto a dogwood tree. So it was white flowers. So those like in Jersey we call them cum trees because they smell like, I don't know, use your imagination. They smell gross. It's the ornamental fig, basically, the dogwood. It's got a lot of different names.
You have a Keith Dan hybrid tree.
Yeah. So we fell in love with this because it's white up top, pink on the bottom, ladies. And
I'm
it's just a
also white
cool
on top,
tree.
pink
It's like
on
it's
the
a
bottom.
grafted tree. How often do you see a tree with two different, completely different styles on the same
You don't
root system?
because of God.
Because of God. Well, we pushed God too far. Last year was like we were having a hard time blooming. This year we had that weird frost, and I thought, all right, I'm going to give it some time. Maybe it's just going to bloom late. It
late bloomer.
was not doing anything. I went up there on a ladder. I just grabbed a branch, like a thick branch, and just snapped in my hand.
Oh
No,
no!
it's bone dry. So we have to take this thing down. So it is now officially back down to just being a weeping cherry that hopefully we can salvage because it's a beautiful tree. But it's such a shame because this is such a cool tree. How often do you see a grafted tree?
Yeah,
I've
but
never
also,
seen a tree as a giraffe. That's weird.
It was pretty tall up top. And by the way, the tie all the way at the top.
That answers that question. For you.
so stupid.
So yeah, we had to take that down, and then I hired the neighborhood kid to help me haul the trees away. the branches and stuff. You gotta teach them while they're young.
So you went and looked at a house with a breezeway, and you have a trees away.
A trees way, yeah, a chorizo way. So that's woodworking adjacent. I had to cut down some wood that I
ruined a tree.
I ruined a tree that I fell in love with, but we had to save the other tree. We had to.
It's not.
You had to put the dog down.
We had to put the dog down.
It's not woodworking. That's more like wood murdering.
It was already dead. It's like cutting off.
Wood neglect. Got it.
They just stopped sharing the corpse in the front yard.
Exactly, because they just had a dead body in the front yard. Fine, I'll move it. God, this neighborhood is such a way.
Yeah, just prepping for Halloween.
Okay, I just had a thought, and this could be all the energy drinks I've consumed, and possibly some of the Adderall.
Oh no!
You know how when people lose trees in their yard and they've been there for decades, and they're like, "Oh, we want to get this milled and we want to make something out of it because it's a very sentimental piece."
I hate that.
Okay, hear me out. What if you turned it into something that you could actually use, but it would be kind of consumable, like
firewood?
No. Could you like send a tree off to have it turned into paper? Like maybe even toilet paper? Can you do that? Is that a service people provide? Can you be like, this tree means a lot to me. I want to turn it
legacy
into paper.
box, but for trees.
You want to pulp it up. You basically
box?
you want to.
Can you do that?
You want to. What is it?
I hated this tree. Turn it into toilet paper.
You want to cremate the tree and turn it into a diamond. That's the equivalent of what you're trying to do.
I know what it is.
I think so.
It's a service that they take the tree, they turn it into paper, but they only print fiction on it. Only fictional books, and they can call it Pulp Fiction.
Okay, here we go. All right. Pete, could you play the cricket sound for me?
Oh, I got you.
Couldn't hear it.
Oh, sorry. That didn't do the thing.
That might have been actual crickets.
No.
There we go.
There it is. Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, listen, I will comment on this. I've had people ask me like, hey, I've had this log in my yard for a year. Can you make blank out of it? I'm like,
maybe it's time you flush it and empty your septic tank. Yeah.
I immediately just shut that down because I know that it needs, first of all, it needs to be cut down and then dried again.
Yeah.
Because that's not dry all the way through.
Yeah, people don't realize what goes into making good usable lumber.
Idiots. No,
I've gotten that plenty of times too. Hey, my neighbor lost a tree. I think it might be walnut. You want it? No.
It's a sentimental tree.
A swing for the porch by 4th of July? No. It needs to for next year, maybe.
Not even next year.
Yeah,
I can. As long
get
as
it down to 1 inch.
As long. I swear I gave you a cherry tree that fell in our yard. This looks a lot like walnut. The finish.
It's the finish. Yeah.
Plus, it gets darker over time. It's weird. Trees are weird, you guys.
This says Home Depot on the underside.
And in case anyone listening is like, well, how long would you dry it? Inch per year is the rule of thumb I've heard.
A year per inch.
Year per inch. So.
Drop it off at somebody's with a kiln.
Yeah, do that.
And then just however long they say.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
Go talk to Megan at Omaha Wood Co. Omaha Wood Co. Your one-stop shop for all drying needs.
She does do kiln drying for the public.
She does.
And ironically, the last time I was up there, somebody was dropping off a sentimental tree that came down in the store.
There you go. I mean, most of her stock is urban logging, right?
It is. It is very urban.
Very urban.
Right on. All right, enough of that. Let's get into the thing.
Oh,
the questions.
We are already 7 hours in, you guys. We got.
All right, here we go.
Ask and wait, don't be coy. Time for the questions with the AWP boys.
Ooh,
I'm kind of getting used to that, I guess.
Okay.
First he sings K-pop Demon Hunters, and now this.
I do remember that.
That never happened. It never happened.
All right, we got some questions from last week, so let's play those first. We got Trash Panda. Would you?
So, I ADHD'd myself from sound of shop cleanup to tackling my ruined shop office too. I'm completely redoing the whole damn shop. It's 24 feet by 36 feet. I have the
Wow,
tools
wood-
I like, but
wood
I need to
flex.
build out my shop furniture. In your opinion, what are the must-have shop furniture pieces and the leave that for some YouTuber to do projects? Trash Panda wood.
Ooh, must-have projects is a horizontal space.
Yep.
Anywhere you can. So that's a 3-car garage, if I remember.
Yeah, it's bigger than
Yeah.
mine. Way to flex on me.
My two things, if I had a 3-car garage, the two things I would make sure I have is, first of all, I want a figure 8 at least in the shop where I can move around. So it's the table saw and outfeed, and then there's another workbench or finishing table or assembly table that's independent of everything else. And then obviously like CNC, whatever, like, whatever you might have up against the walls. But my main thing is I want an assembly area on the ground. Like, so if you have a 3-car garage, one bay should be like open enough where you could just lay long boards or plywood on the ground and actually be able to cut it. That would be my like priority. Just have a space where you can actually A, assemble, and then B, I mean, if you're building a table, you're not going to have that table on a table. You want to put it on the ground, right?
Exhibit wood. First of all.
Exhibit wood. So what would,
Heard you like tables, so we put a table on top of your table.
Yeah.
what would Danzibit do?
I would have a big central assembly table / outfeed table, and I'd kind of put the tools that I could around said assembly table. As I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Coffee had that situation in his shop, and I always liked that setup. And I think Bourbon Moth has that too in his big.
It was a
giant shop
standing
now.
and assembly table. It was all
It's kind of an all-purpose table that you can.
100% agree.
So I'm talking about like a pretty large, like 8x8 table that you could utilize for all sorts of different things. And then I would build cabinets around the outside of the shop where you could put like the miter saw and some other odds and ends, like a spindle sander or like a laser or what have you.
I think a small bench tool section, like
Yeah.
small sanders, grinders, grinding wheels, whatever, have it in a row where, because a lot of us will put it somewhere in the area of the miter saw station, and then you can't cut long pieces when they're in the way. So if you have the wall space, it's nice to have that little corner.
That's kind of my dream setup. Actually, my dream shop, if you want good inspiration, I highly recommend you go check out David Picciuto's channel, Make Something. His shop, that is my dream shop. The way he has it set up, it's so awesome.
I thought
Go
your
check it
dream
out.
shop is the black mold infested, asbestos covered place down the street from you.
I mean, if I bought that place, I would turn it into something
I
like
got
David Picciuto has. But that's after talking to my wife about the new Chevy truck, I don't think that shop is gonna happen. That's another story for another time. Braden?
I'll field the leave it to the YouTubers part of the question then. Decorative wall storage with open tools. I think it's an ineffective use of space.
Oh, the look at my pretty tool wall?
Yep, the woodpecker wall. Let's call it that.
You need a backdrop somewhere.
If you are creating content, absolutely do that. Have your backdrop, but that's not woodworking. Like you leave those tools there.
I agree. That's
because
not
they
efficient.
they are part of a production set. They are not part of your shop.
I would put the tools that I'm going to need at the place where I'm probably going to need them most.
Yeah. So
But that's a very good point. I like that.
I would not worry about that. As much fun as it is to have here's my logo surrounded by the expensive hand tools.
Anyway, Braden, that table I have in the back of my shop, I want to get rid of that and put a French cleat wall up there and hang all my tools up there.
American cleat.
Obviously.
Yes, it's going to be an American cleat.
Yeah,
it'll
freedom
be,
cleats.
It'll be 76 degrees and not 45.
Yeah, freedom cleats.
Freedom cleats.
But yeah, I mean that's the part that I would ignore. That's one of the things that I started to kind of set up, and then I realized, and it's like one of the first projects you make too. The slide in drill and driver holder. Like I can't wait to. I have a better idea for what I want to do with those. I can't wait to set fire to mine.
Yeah, I think did we talk about last week about how you said you wanted to build a new assembly table, and I was like, I will take yours because you have a big assembly table, outfeed table.
Yeah,
I will utilize that thing.
I love my assembly table. It's 4x6. It was based off of the Shop Nation build. It's his ultimate workbench, or the super duper mega workbench, or whatever. And it's
Super
cool.
duper.
It has a integrated router table. It has like these sections that can go into it that you can put like dust collection, and you can put like power runs through it if you ever finished it. I didn't.
I'm going to finish it. That's what I'm known for, finishing things.
That's true. It's a really solid workbench, but now that I've used it for like 5 years, I want to do some different stuff. But having a nice big table where you can put like furniture pieces up on top of and get them up to where you can manipulate them without having to like blow your back out is really nice. So definitely do that.
Speaking of YouTubers, what's his name? Johnny from Crafted Workshop. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny, no, you're close. What's his name? What's his last name? I don't know. It doesn't matter. He has this giant shop I think he's in North Carolina, in Asheville. I think he just sold it, which is crazy.
Isn't he moving?
Yeah. But in that shop, he bought these pneumatic lift tables.
The Harbor Freight ones.
Yep.
Yeah, and he built a bench on them so he could move the table up and down, and it had like a 1,000-pound capacity or something like that.
Dude, I wanted to put a planer on that, like the planer and a drum sander, put them on those pneumatic tables and slide them under a bench to tuck away when you don't need it. But they're a couple $100 each.
John Cicero did that with like a motorcycle lift.
But they're pricey.
They are pricey. But,
although Vivor nowadays, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Pretty cheap.
Vivor, hit up Pete.
Hit me up, yo. All right, next question's from Mike Johnson.
Johnny Brook.
Hey guys, I'm trying to move more into the side business realm of woodworking. I have a pretty complete shop, and I'm wanting to figure out some of the steps towards making money instead of just collecting tools. I have a few things listed on Facebook Marketplace, but nothing ever really gains much interest. What advice would you give to a veteran woodworker that has never actually sold more than a few one-off projects? Thanks for all you fellers do. Mike Johnson, Beveled Edge Creative Works.
Mike Johnson, local guy.
Braden.
Don't. Because then it becomes a job and you'll hate your hobby that probably brings you so much joy.
I mean, I would say don't sell on Facebook Marketplace. That place is notorious. People are not expecting to pay full price.
Of all the people,
they'll waste your time.
Of all the people I've known to put stuff on Facebook Marketplace and do well, I know one person.
Jeff
that's ever done
Jeff
well.
Henke.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
everything about Jeff Henke is just a little different than normal.
Built
Yes.
different.
He
Definitely.
built
Built
different.
different.
He also has no neck, which is super weird.
Also, he's apparently jacked.
Well, that's
You know,
why he has
I was
no
talking
neck.
to him yesterday, and he's like jacked.
Yeah, I would try to get away from Facebook Marketplace because that kind of lends itself to where like you're also still selling in your circle of friends and family. If you're going to build a business, you need to break out of that circle of friends and family.
Especially out of friends and family.
Oh,
sell to strangers.
This ain't all tell, baby. You don't need friends and family.
Yep.
Yeah, I would. I know there's a lot of hate for Etsy, but I would get on Etsy or start your own website.
No,
or
absolutely
something.
get on Etsy. Dude, it's such a low cost of entry. 20 cents.
Super low cost of entry.
It's totally worth it. Just get on there. Just use Etsy as your catalog almost. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm like, oh, this is the kind of stuff I make. I can make other stuff, but here's the reference. Mm-hmm. You know,
and then you can always put in your listings. If this doesn't work for you, I can do custom orders and just reach out to me, and that has worked for me in the past.
yeah.
But don't get on Etsy and not spend money on ads or don't get on Etsy and think that you're going to get away with not spending money on ads because if you want to do this seriously and you want to make money, unfortunately, you got to spend money to make money. And that includes marketing, which is ads on Etsy.
I will say you can get started without ads.
You
I
can
will-
get
I
started,
will
but
disagree.
you're going to eventually you're going to have to pay for ads.
Yeah, but I think if you have
Prove
enough
me
products
wrong.
on there, I mean, that's how I started. I didn't do ads until years into my, like me actually doing it. So
Did you sell a lot before that?
yeah, that's what paid for most of my shop.
I hate it when you-
Pre-ads.
I hate it when you prove me wrong.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm like, no, you're right because like,
Yeah, but that
ads
was
do
in-
pay for themselves. Yeah, like ads.
That was in a totally different economy, Pete.
yes,
Yeah, that
I know.
was-
in COVID,
That was
and
George
stuff.
Bush's economy.
Oh, it's Obama.
No, that was Iraq.
I
not
should know
Iran.
that was first Trump. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, different economy. But Dan's right. Ads will help if once you get the ball rolling, especially, you will do great.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in your guys' thought on this because I have kind of phoned it in on my Etsy the last year. I know it's ridiculous. What do you guys think about dialing in and only offering a certain type of product versus offering like a wide variety of things?
This is how
Yeah.
Braden attacks me. This
Niche
is what's
shops
happening.
are
No, I'm
are good.
asking because I don't like how my Etsy is set up, and I have like a whole bunch of different things that I thought like that'll definitely sell and that'll definitely sell, but
I mean-
there's no cohesiveness.
It'll probably be better in the long run. I mean, we briefly talked about this the other day when we took our run to Ace Hardware about starting a furniture only Etsy page.
Because it's exhausting trying to change. Like, I'll get orders for stuff that's not made that I made months ago, or I'll be out of a certain species that I still offer that's still for sale. And I feel like I'm constantly chasing my tail with just these random one-off pieces that aren't worth enough in the sale to be worth my aggravation.
Yep. I think it's worth downsizing, and it's not an attack at Dan, but Dan, we've talked about this for a long time. Cut back on some varieties of wood. Cut back on some items that don't make you as much money.
Raise some prices.
Raise some prices.
I'm gonna raise the roof.
Woof woof.
Woof woof.
All right.
By the way, we're at 2 hours,
Oh yeah.
and we still have a bunch of questions. I think
Let's do one more question and then let's push the rest.
let's do Charlie because that was from last week, and then we'll do the ones from this week.
Let's at least get our past due order queue
Exactly.
caught
Yeah,
up.
let's catch up on our past due orders, Dan. All right, Charlie, Pickering Designs.
When selling digital files of a product, should you increase the price of the file if it includes a license to sell? Charlie Pickering Design.
This was actually a really good question.
Abso-fargan-lutely.
I'm not enforcing that. Honestly, the whole you could charge more just like on principle, but like how are you enforcing it? We've talked about the file thing, selling files
You
online.
can't enforce it, but if you let's say
Here's the thing.
in my file description I put you're not allowed to sell blah blah blah, I'm gonna make that file a little cheaper. But if I'm specifically advertising to people that want to make the product and sell physical products, then I'm going to charge a little more, because if I'm also selling that physical product, I'm creating my own competition. So you've
Fair
got to
enough.
offset
No.
that a little bit.
It's a great point. I'm just saying it's impossible, I think, to enforce in any way, which was,
Yes,
I
of
guess
course.
wasn't really the question, but like anyone that's halfway savvy with Lightburn or whatever, you buy any file, you can make that your file. Whatever copyright BS they may have put into the file, it's gone in 30 seconds, which is better than Nicolas Cage's gone in 60 seconds. Just saying.
It's twice as fast,
Twice as fast or half as slow.
100% faster.
Braden, would you charge more? I agree. Yeah, I agree with Dan. You should charge more for that commercial.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, think just strictly from a math perspective. Buckle up, Dan. Check my math. If you sell 10 copies of your file at $5 each,
$50.
if you offer that with a commercial license for $10 each, and you get 20% of those people that do the quote unquote the right thing and they buy your commercial license, and then the other 8 don't, you still increased your profit on the exact same sales from $50 to $60 with absolutely no additional effort.
Right.
And it's going to happen anyway, but right there, you've got a 20% increase in revenue with zero changes in your process and zero additional effort. So if nothing else, you're leaving money on the table for no reason.
If not for anything else, also, just doing it that way will make you feel a little better. Like, I'm trying to do this right, and it makes me feel better. Sometimes peace of mind is worth its weight in gold.
A lock on the door isn't going to stop a burglar from getting in. That doesn't mean that there's not billion-dollar lock companies out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if that metaphor actually works, but
It does
No,
not.
that's really deep.
Yep.
Do
Deep like
these
a
lock
puddle.
companies know that I sleep by the door with a baseball bat?
Right.
there's zero chance that you could get up, get oriented, and start swinging fast enough to do anything with that bat, Dan.
You don't know me.
I do.
I
know
was
you.
I was a professional baseball player.
You were Dan was a gravy seal.
A great. Holy shit.
And with that note, we'll see you next week.
Oh my god.
I'm getting hit with a baseball bat
jeez,
next time I
you-
see Dan.
Yeah, you are.
Gravy seal. It's the funniest thing I've heard in a long time.
I love you, Dan.
Man.
Speaking
All
of
right.
gravy,
Wait, so the last two questions, the ones from today, are we can do quick answers.
quick.
Literally,
All right,
like
quick.
quick. Let's knock them out.
I won't
Drew,
say my joke.
No, please. You want to say the joke?
I have a gravy. Well, I have a gravy subject, but it's not important. Let's go.
It's too thick for this.
Hey, AWP boys, what is your process for cleaning up laser engravings? What about the engraving dictates different cleanup methods? Drew at Woodshop Outback.
If it's wood, you sand it back. If it's any acrylic or anything like that, you use alcohol or I've tried like acetone or whatever, but like alcohol cleans up most like metal and plastics and other stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then for engraving cups, you use LA Simply Awesome. What is it? What is that stuff called? It's at the dollar store.
LA Power, LA Clean,
Something.
LA
It's
Juice.
oh my god.
LA gear. Remember those cheap shoes you can buy at Kmart?
No, it was like an actual like LA.
LA's totally
whatever.
awesome, all cleaner.
That's what it is.
All-purpose
Yeah.
cleaner.
Yeah, but you could also use a degreaser, but that one works really well. I highly recommend that. So wood, sand, everything else, alcohol, and then all the weird cups. That
Definitely. I would do a light sand on wood and then just air compress the dust off. Make sure and get it all clean.
yes, that is a yes.
Crocodile cloths on everything. Works really well.
Wouldn't
Oh,
the-
But on wood,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, works really nice.
Mitch Hell did say at one point that he uses alcohol on wood to clean up the char marks, but I'd rather sand it.
well,
Works really well.
I gave up alcohol, so I don't do any of that.
Dan can't even be that close.
White monster.
What would change it though is, I guess, depending on how detailed the sand, like how detailed the laser engraving is, the only thing that changes is how hard I'm scrubbing.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, if it's really detailed, I mean, you're going to want to go super light on the sanding. I would put at least a 220 grit sand disc on my sander.
Or sometimes you have to take the piece to a piece of sandpaper. Actually move it because it's so small.
You're sanding different than the rest of us.
Upside down and backwards, baby. Last question is from Adam.
I am building a dog crate for our new pup. Normally, I would go to GF Armor Seal, but wanted to see if you guys had a better recommendation, at least for the bottom piece. Toenails, and let's be honest, bowel movements may occur, so cleaning will be a thing. It's all solid walnut. You can check my post to see the mid-century design. Thanks, Adam. Rock Dock Woodshop.
Halcyon. That's my go-to for anything remotely water resistant. You can build up coats. I've done up to 7 on this desk that I'm sitting in front of, and I beat the hell out of it.
I have the best answer.
Dan has the best answer, and it's going to be lacquer.
For the bottom where the dog or the cat or whatever animal you're
A
putting in the
magnetic
crate-
adhesive sheet.
No, yeah, that's a good idea.
It would work well.
But no, I would I would do buckle up like Flex Seal or like truck bed spray on liner.
You actually, well, to clean it would be a little rough, but like that's not the worst idea for
It would protect the crap out of it, and it would also like if it was just wood and a slippery finish. Like, have you ever watched a dog try to run across the kitchen floor and they slide and slip everywhere?
Yeah.
It would help against that. They wouldn't slide around.
If you make that like Flex Seal or whatever in a can, you can roll it on, so you can actually do that.
Yeah, that's what I would do. No joke.
Yeah, I mean that's a good idea.
I told you. I have the best answers.
Braden,
I'd be worried about something that a puppy could chew on, though. Like, you want to make sure it's a safe for digestion type fish.
It's safe. I've seen.
I'm also thinking if like bowel movements are in that. If it's rough, like truck bed liner, Dan, it's gonna be a little rough.
Okay, then just use the Flex Seal
on the dog.
Well, yeah. If you put the Flex Seal on the dog's butt, they can't poop in there.
There is a company called Vermont Natural Coatings, and they make it's like a polyurethane. It's water-based, it's polyurethane, and it's made from whey proteins, like recycled whey proteins. And so it's a really heavy-duty it's a poly, but it's made from a digestibly safe base.
Listen, I watched the cutting board video by the Wood Whisperer. Any finish is safe once it's cured.
This is true.
Yeah, even epoxy.
But I'm just thinking of, an animal with the claws scratching the crap out of it. That's why I would go with Flexi.
I'd get dog booties.
Although looking at this crate, the solid walnut crate, it would be a crime to put Flex Seal over that walnut.
It's got to be a natural finish, a clear finish of some kind.
Yeah.
Honestly, like look for any hardcore outdoor.
Wait a minute.
Finish. Like Armor Seal is.
This guy is making a narrow table with a shelf, Pete.
Yeah.
Wow.
My file is free, so
that's 23 weeks ago. Man,
I'm suing.
You should get all of their Etsy listings taken down.
I would never, because that is a douchey thing to do.
Yeah. Anyways, is that it?
That's it.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you are just tuning in at the end, you skipped most of the podcast where we gave away a ticket to, or a code to win a ticket to the Texas Woodworking Festival at some point during this episode.
Ooh.
Thanks for sticking around for over 2 hours of content. We appreciate you guys. We love you. And I hope whatever you're doing right now, whether it's driving or working in a shop or just sitting in your living room,
staring blankly at the wall.
We love you. You guys are great. We appreciate you. And we especially appreciate Dan.
Our patrons. You guys help us keep our crates
on truck bed lined.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a reference and my brain just shut off.
Really dug yourself into a hole here.
Yeah, it's late, you guys. We couldn't do this every week without our amazing patrons. We can't thank you enough. One of the best ways you can help us spread the love of this show is by sharing it wherever your heart desires. On the streets,
Reddit.
Take an ad in the paper. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Grandma's
home. Reddit, because one of the Reddit subreddits that comes up is recommend a podcast to me or something like that. And nobody ever recommends another Woodshop podcast.
Please recommend us and tag us.
And obviously we want to thank our amazing sponsors. I think this week was Gorilla Glue. Thank you guys. You're the best. Pete usually does this part. I don't know how to do it. So
that is all. We love y'all. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all next week. We have some guests coming up. We're going to start booking people again because
yes, thank you. I wanted to say this. We got Brittany Carbone of the art world. She's going to join us on July 2nd. That is in the books, and possibly more coming up. So stay tuned.
All right, this is our longest episode we've ever done. I love you all.
See us later. Bye 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 bye. Welcome to Costco. We love you.
I love you. Bye.
Stop.
Love you long time.
Love you.